Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 10 of NotJay Builds. Tonight, I am working on my USS Texas by Trumpeter 1700 scale model. I think McMurray is working on some ACW. You
Yeah,
ready there,
man.
McMurray?
We're doing 15 millimeter ACW out here.
Hot diggity.
Most of this stuff will probably be based up for Fire and Fury. You can see I
Cool.
got some Union up here. I
Nice.
do more stuff. I got a bunch of stuff primed. So we're gonna kind of see what we got. I got a whole bunch more Union artillery. I have some figures that I intend to do single based. For you guys know what rule set. And then I have a bunch of artillerists and then just kind of a spare command base worth of guys as well, just because in Fire and Fury it always helps to have a spare command base or two laying around in case you need to make smaller regiments or brigades or whatever, whichever version you're playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I have Charles here with us. Good evening, Charles.
Hey,
Mike
Charles.
is with us. Greetings, Mike.
How's it going, gentlemen?
I did send a invite out to Reese. He may or may not join us, depending on what he's got going on.
We're doing ACW stuff, so hopefully he hops on here. Same with Jeffy. Hopefully Jeffy finishes up what he's doing and can hop on.
Exactly.
So I think Jeff is even painting up 15 millimeter ACW as well.
And that's not just 15 millimeter ACW. That's 15 millimeter ACW that he has printed.
Yes, exactly.
Because he realized that keeping that is the way to go.
Yeah. So yeah, he did. I mean, this is Jeff's story to tell, but he did wind up keeping his Ryzen 3D printer, which makes me very, very happy. And he's jumping on the train, as it were. And yeah, he got a bunch of. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Oh, so I was just saying he got a bunch of. He found a bunch of STLs that are 15 mil, but they're styled kind of like 6 mil style, right? Because they're in strips, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's not I think they're designed to be printed kind of anywhere from 10 to 15. I think they're designed to be printed at 10 and then maybe go up to 15 or down to 6, but they're strips. So it's pretty cool. I know somebody's going to hop on here and say, oh, well, you got Epic ACW. Those are on strips. It's a different animal.
Right.
First off, it's not the same strip literally every time.
Yeah.
And second off, it's 15. I don't whatever. We're not getting into that. We're not getting into the weeds there. But yes, very excited for Jeff. Again, hoping he wraps up and gets after it, hops on here. Because yeah, that's some cool stuff. And he's already just slamming through painting them too. He printed them off a couple days ago, and he's already got a few strips done. I am jealous of the sculpts are pretty simple. Like just in terms of they're real clean. There's not just 80 million extra little things, doodads and whatnot on there. And that's the kind of stuff I really like to paint. But most sculptors really don't like to sculpt. So, such is life, right? Okay, what do I need still on these guys? So I've been just doing a couple of colors a day on these guys. You can see I obviously got their jackets, pants, hats, flesh, the wood on their rifles. And then I went through and I did the blankets where they have blankets. And then I did some of their hair. I did some of it in like not a full black, but it's German camel gray,
Yeah.
So I think what I need to do now is go through and hit a little bit more hair color. Can you guys see this? Is this relatively in focus?
Yeah, let me make you a little
Right here.
bigger here so you can see you. There you go. Yeah, we're seeing you. That's looking sharp.
Outstanding. Cool. Like I said, so there's Brave Colonels back in the day when I started like laying stuff out for Fire and Fury. I think I thought there were going to be far more Brave Colonels than there actually are in that game. But so I do have a Brave Colonel along with these guys as well, which should get me. I think I counted out there's 9 stands of infantry here, which again, I like Fire and Fury. It's a cool rule system. Like, it's a really cool rule system. You just need a lot of miniatures to play.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of miniatures to play, which on one hand, we're in the American Midwest. It's not usually super duper hard to find 15 millimeter ACW stuff. Curiously, it's a lot harder to find 15 millimeter Union ACW than it is Confederate ACW, probably because it's way easier to paint Confederate ACW than Union. But yeah, I have noticed that in, picking up stuff at flea market sales and whatever else. But that said, I think I counted up. I've got like 18 stands completely done and finished up. And then with these guys, that'll bump up to 27. Yeah, because there's 9 more. And then I do have like 10 stands of Western sharpshooters, like looking like Berdan's sharpshooters that I just need to base. And then I've got, like I said, another 9 or 10 stands over here. So we're chugging along. It's coming. It's just, as with everything, it's just a journey.
Very cool.
Let's do oak brown, dark hair.
Richard Keenan says, hey, everyone. Hey, how you doing, Richard? Looks
up,
like
Rich?
you're coming along right nicely on your on the progress on your painting challenge. Thanks for keeping us up to date.
Yeah, dude, that's always awesome. Hopping on the Discord every day and seeing Richard's stuff. Richard, are you? No, you're not painting Necrons. Who's painting Necrons? I don't think it's Richard. He's been doing historicals. I know at the start of the challenge he was doing some Romans and stuff. Just being generically an inspiration.
Right. Speaking of building ships, did you go to town on those things?
Not yet. I've been trying to ride this high for the moment. So 15 millimeter ACW is kind of one of my lifetime kind of projects.
Right.
You know what I mean? In terms of, I first started painting this stuff probably 10 years ago. And it's just little by little, little by little, little by little. So I tend to, when I get on this kick, I tend to try and ride it out as much as I can.
Sure.
So no, I did not. I've been focusing on getting, well, first off, I worked in between, but I haven't had a night off since we did that, but also I've been focusing on these. That being said, if we do hit that momentary wall today, that's what we're hopping to. So we very, very likely will hammer one of those bad boys out tonight. Don't worry about that, guys. So if you're interested, stick around, come back later, do whatever, hang out. We'll probably be doing some Blood and Plunder shipbuilding a little bit later. Generic single-masted sloop stuff, Everybody needs sloop stuff, man.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, Al is the one doing the Necrons.
There you go.
Richard said he hasn't started his yet. So
there you go. You've been plowing along. Well, again, anybody who isn't on the Discord, hop over there and in the painting challenge little thread. Al updates every day. Or sometimes I think we've had a couple days where it was a couple days at a time, which is ridiculously understandable. But super cool to see, like beyond fantastic to see. Okay.
So, and then just as a point of clarification, anybody that was expecting a Discord chat last night, I wanted to apologize. We ended up, the wife decided we were going to have a date night. So when the wife says we're having a date night, we're having a date night. So,
Yeah, especially when you're always awesome like Donna.
yeah.
Like those of you guys who haven't somehow picked it up yet, Chris's wife's super, or NotJay's wife is super awesome. Yeah.
So I am. This is the first real model kit that I have built in decades, and I did build those submarines, but those are like seven pieces each, right?
Yeah.
So they're like almost nothing. This thing,
Is that a 1-350?
no, 1-700.
Okay, good. Thank God. I was about to say 1-350 would be absurd.
Massive. Yeah, it would be twice as long as it is.
Yeah.
As such, it is already 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 9 3/4 inches long.
I'm about to say I've got a hood over there that's pretty sizable.
So yeah, 1-350 would be what, 19 inches long?
1.5 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's why I was that shook me as a holy smokes at first. But okay, that makes more sense then, yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with 1-350 modeling. A lot of people will argue that that's kind of, at least for modern or relatively modern ship modeling, that's the Lord's scale. A lot of people would agree, but I like the 1-700 as well. It's more cost effective. It's certainly more storage effective.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Now, I'm already having some issues with it, of it not wanting to just go together nicely. So
with which parts? The hull?
Yeah,
that'll happen. Hull. That's kind of what I was talking about with those. Those, excuse me, sloops, is that hull parts are always the worst. Like mainly because they're great big, relatively flimsy castings, right?
Yeah, until they come together, they're
bit of
a pain.
Bit of a pain. But let's love the hobby.
But
right?
I've promised myself. I mean, I actually went out and got emery boards.
I see that. Like you're going full bore here, man.
Yeah, I'm wanting this to be. My painting skills are not as great as a lot of people's are when it comes to fine scale modeling. So I am hoping to just make it look decent.
You're going to be able to do that. I mean, it's you got that.
Especially since I'm doing it in the 1945 paint scheme, which is dark blue on all vertical surfaces, and all horizontal surfaces are deck blue.
There you go.
So weathering is going to be interesting.
Well, that's a bridge you can burn when you come to it, my man.
Right.
It sounds like tomorrow's problem, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, and I see how this is supposed to work,
Right?
but it's acting like it doesn't want to work that way for some cockamamie reason.
Nothing wrong with that. That'll happen. Oh, Brian's mini one was talking about tacos.
Oh, gee, imagine that.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Who could have possibly known that Mini Warmut is a big fan of the tacos?
Jeffy is watching the D&D movie.
Oh, what a silly goose. Why is he doing a silly thing like that?
Yeah, especially since,
he
it's
doesn't
streaming and he can watch it whenever the hell he wants to. Whenever
Well,
the
he
hell
doesn't even like
to.
play D&D.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I have not yet seen it, but there's got to be some sort of hot chick in there.
For Jeff to be watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, come on, Texas.
Not that the sexy hexy only goes for good-looking ladies, but it's not about, GTS, so it's got to have some draw to it.
Yeah.
If it was a GTS movie, Jeff would be lined up front and center. Don't get me wrong. The sexy hexy would be all over.
Or anything East Front.
Yeah, like if it was East Front System or maybe say GBACW, then they'd have to fight Jeff off with a stick. But, role-playing games, I feel like the sexy hexy can take or leave, given how frequently we kind of give Todd trouble about playing as Dungeons and Dragons. Again, not that there's really anything wrong with playing D&D. It's just fun to mess with Todd.
Well, because it's Todd. Is he back in the States, or is he still gallivanting across Europe with his son?
Believe he is still doing the Toddy. The wardrobe does World War II, does Europe.
If I'm not mistaken. Well, last I think I saw him over in Cologne.
I don't know. I thought he was in Perfume, but you never really know.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe he did send a picture in front of the cathedral there in Cologne. Yeah. Yes, he did. He did. Thinking back on it, because I think I made that Perfume joke. But yeah. Speaking of which, I think the Hexy might have said he's been there also. Which makes sense. Hexy's been all over Europe.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I'm going to shift I got the fixing point is on this side of my camera, and I'm going to try and move to that side of my camera because I'm on this side of my camera. So hang tight just a sec. Boop. That was making it significantly difficult to paint. Let's see here. How does this work?
Mutt, you better not be driving. If you're watching us, you best not be driving.
He could just be listening. I do that all the time.
No, he literally said watching you dorks.
Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't be driving then. Brag guy. Then again, he now has, kids of that driving age, so he's probably pretty golden.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I think I may have finally stripped out my crappy little... Well, let's hope I didn't. My crappy little Google or my crappy little Amazon stand. Let's see here. Come on, go back. Horizontal. All right, there we are. Let's try and get this thing balanced because I'm pretty sure I did strip it out.
So I had it together. There we go. There we go.
There we go. We still good here?
Yeah, perfect.
Pretty please. All right, outstanding. Cool. Now I can actually see what I'm painting, and as far as I know, it's usually a good thing.
He said the wife's driving, so we got that good.
Oh, there he is. Look at you, Brian. Sounds like you got time to hop on. No, I'm just funning. Let's see. You think beige? That should be a good bringing matter beige. That should be a good, just undyed canvas sort of color. Oh, this is a new paint though. New paint. So I need to get one of my balls, one of my little BBs in there. Let's see. Do you guys do this for most of your paints? Do you put little agitators in there? I know that some paints come with them in there.
Yeah.
Don't contrast paints come with them in there now?
I don't know. I only have the original series.
Oh, it might be. Hang on. Never mind. It's the Army Painter speed paints that come with them in them. That being said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not quite as impressed with the speed paints, man.
Well,
I don't know. There's just something about them that doesn't necessarily blow my skirt up, you know.
Right.
Still like. I mean, I'm still obviously buying the Army Painter, base paints. One thing about living in the U.S. is there's Army Painter paints everywhere. Which somebody said that it's not a U.S. company, which is entirely possible. But holy smoly, they certainly are here all the time.
Who? U.S. Army or U.S. Army?
Jeez. Army Painter.
Army Painter.
Yeah. Which, hang on. Looking at the bottle, it looks like it's maybe Danish. Hang on. I quite literally have a bottle that has all their information sitting right here. Stand by. Army Painter. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Danish. Well, their U.S. distribution is stellar. But, yeah.
Well, they're made in Denmark.
They're made in Norway.
Interesting. Their website says made in Norway or made in Denmark.
Huh. Let's see. Let's check another one. Okay. This one says made in Denmark. This one says made in Norway. I wonder if I have one that's old and one that's new or what.
As y'all may or may not remember, I have a bachelor's degree in geography. And one of the questions that was asked as part of the final is my professor asked me to name a country without an R. And I said, no way.
Zing got him. That's pretty outstanding, I'm not going to lie. I like that.
Let's see. Got some chatter going on here.
You really got to shake the living Christ out of them. I said one thing with Army Painter. You really got to shake the living shit out of them.
Yeah. Mike says the movie is entertaining. Talked about Warmutt watching us while he's on the car ride to Costa Vida, where he's going to go get tacos. I said, Mike says, I haven't played D&D since 2019. Before that year, the last time I played was the early 90s.
There you go.
Telemachus says, greetings all. Charles says, I have not really played D&D since the 70s.
Yeah, Charles is going to beat us in most of those competitions, most of those particular peeing contests.
Yeah, he is. Mike says, I have misplaced my set of speed paints I was using for my current works in progress. Telemachus says he puts 2 in.
Yeah. I was thinking about it because that, again, especially with the Army Painter paints,
Yeah, because they can thicken up and one just won't do it.
I was about to say I use them, but they can be a real pain. Not gonna lie.
Hey,
I use them. I like them, but dang.
2 balls are always better than 1.
Yeah, just ask Hitler. Ew.
Whoa! Hey, look out. Says Maynard Mike says I've been putting the Army Painter mixing balls into my acrylic bottles.
Yep.
Army Painter is Danish and manufactures some colors in Spain instead because of regulations. Interesting. Greg from Gamers with Coffee is with us. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Greg, what's up, buddy?
A couple of the speed paint colors have not impressed me, says Charles.
Yeah. I feel like that's a pretty... The first iteration on stuff's always rough, but...
Yeah. Maynard Mike says the split manufacturing across EU depending on the item. And then Chris Long here says, hello. I see a ship. Yes, you do, sir. I'm not regretting it, but I am having issues. It's not going together exactly the way I want it to. Maynard Mike says my joke was almost as bad as some of his humor.
There you go.
Greg is doing good. And,
good to hear, Greg.
Chris Long says 2 balls always. Well, you do know what you do with a rhinoceros with 3 balls.
What's that?
You'll walk him and pitch to the elephant.
Jesus Christ. Chris, holler at me on Discord and I'll ship this extra Blood and Plunder stuff to you. Like I said on the live stream, I think I might take a whack at it. I think it is in 2nd edition, I think, isn't it? So I might take a whack at it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there will be stuff that I don't need and we'll probably send out at the end anyhow.
So the problem I'm having is on this half of the hall.
Yeah.
If y'all can see it.
Yeah.
Is hold on. Let me get a little bit better light going here. Hold on. Son of a bitch. There we go. All right. On this side of the hall, I've got these little
nubs. Yeah.
Nubs.
The posts.
Right. And these little indentions.
On the other side?
No, on the same side.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. On this side, all I've got is the flats that go over those indentions. I don't have any post holes like I have on the bow and the stern, or the bow and the stern. So they just sit there, but they are causing it to not go together properly.
Yeah, so clip them bitches off.
I'm about to.
I'm about to say, if there's no holes, odds are there were holes at some point, and the mold is just to the point where the holes are no longer getting in there. Or some such. I have no idea. We've all
just flipped them off, so there's no going back.
I was about to say, at the very least, you've got the flats, for lack of a better term, to guide it and hold it in place.
Yeah.
So there was already like a duplicate kind of fail-safe there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be worried about it. Man, you're going to be golden. Oh, I thought that was Don at first. That's Ahsoka.
Yeah. That's the pup dog. Apparently she has been put outside for some reason. Probably
that'll happen.
Yeah, obnoxious.
Puppy dogs like outside stuff sometimes.
Okay.
That's a lot of voice for a little teeny tiny dog.
Oh, she's got it. Well, she's not so teeny tiny anymore.
That's fair.
She's about 20 pounds now.
Okay, there you go. So that's a pretty good sized dog. Not a huge dog, but not a teeny tiny dog. When I saw her, she was like kitten sized.
Oh no, she got be big pup. Okay, I see what's going on. I'm gonna have to use hair ties or rubber bands or something.
There you go.
So
That's a
let
simple
me go
fix.
grab some of those. I'll be right back. Before I
simple
do, Telemicah says no way. Yes.
Yeah, let me pull the
Try
chat
it.
up real quick.
He says second. Chris Long says yes, second. Hissy Cat says, sup peeps, how you doing, Hiss? Remove the post from the holes, probably did not cast.
Yeah.
My new puppy is 55 pounds now. Jesus, that's not
That's
a puppy.
that's a big old puppy, Chris.
Right.
It's a
No
big
doubt.
old puppy.
What is it? That's what I want to know.
A
I'll be
big-
right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some hair ties, and I'm gonna grab me a new drink. I'll be right back.
It is
Talk amongst
substantially
yourselves.
large. Oh, we're good. I got the texter pulled up, so every couple seconds I'll look up and say hello to everybody. How's everything going? Walkabout, what are you painting on here recently? / what are you 3D printing? A Bernie's lab. Yeah, that'd be a big dog. What have you been printing not for the business there, my man? For those of you who don't know, Walkabout Games and his son run a small 3D printing business out of the Great White North up there, which makes them probably one of Canada's only miniatures manufacturers, as it were. That's pretty slick. So, Chris, if you want to give us just the name of your website, if you can't get the name of your store, if you can't get the URL in there, at least get the name in there, and then we can have some people exercising their Google foo to get there. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool because you do good stuff. The man can paint and print and print and paint and print and paint and just get a prodigious amount of stuff done. It's quite impressive, to be honest with you, whether it's terrain or figures or what. But yeah. So yeah, Chris, toss that in there, Mr. Walkabout. More than happy to see. That's a holy smoly! You got your hair ties quick, buddy.
Yeah, I did. Hair ties.
Outstanding.
It's like I'm really gonna need.
Oh, what scales Anglo Zulu War are you doing, Chris? That's pretty awesome. You doing 28s or? Hi, Donna. But yeah.
Andrew says hi, or McMurray says hi.
Either way.
Hi.
Hello.
Can't hear anything because he's got his headphones on.
It's okay. But yeah, what scale Anglo Zulu are you doing
I'll let you be.
Okay, love you.
in your walkabout? Because that could be pretty cool. I got some 28 mil that I painted up, and then I've also painted up some 10 actually. If that's another one of my long-term paint on it when I get to it projects is 10 mil Rorsch drift at relatively 1-to-1. Obviously, Zulus will be recycled. There weren't ever 6,000 Zulus on the field, but the British will be at 1-to-1. Outstanding 28 mil. You using Perry stuff for that, or Warlord, or 3D printed stuff, or what, my dude? I've got kind of a combination of all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I got some old in 28s. I got actually all of my 10s are Old Glory except for a few irregular like character models and stuff. And then in 28, my Zulus are mostly Old Glory. My British actually, I did mainly Perry because they've got the cool like Rorsch Drift Heroes sets, and then I got some of their Sudan guys in shirt sleeves that I painted up like hospital patients from my 28 mil stuff being a probably traditional Fistful of Lead multiplayer game that's defending the hospital. Because then I've got the Rorsch Drift buildings and whatnot. In 28 mil, I have them done. In 10 mil, I still need to complete them. But yeah, the 10 mil project is that just continuously work on. You know, when I want to sit down and paint Zulus, I'll sit down and paint 100, 10 millimeter Zulus, and then maybe some Brits if I got the gumption to. Otherwise, I'll Move on, set them aside, keep going. Be back to them shortly, you know. Just how it works sometimes, right, Chris?
Yep.
Hello, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
He is very special.
Almost short bus special.
I was about to say, I think he was special enough that he had his own school growing up. No, I'm just kidding. But it's always good to have folks on here. We got a bunch of folks on, even commenting. All right, so that's all my off-white haversacks done. Let's do some strapping. What do you say?
Sounds good. Hissy's off to get some pizza, and Cindy says hi.
With all the
Hola.
hola.
All right. Let me see if I can get this thing figured out.
Still fighting with the
Well,
hole joining there.
it looks like I need to put all three pieces together at the same time.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Again, that's one of those difficulties I was talking about a couple nights ago. It's not exactly delightful. It can be a real pain. Is it waterline?
Yes.
Okay, so at least you got that going for you. Do you need to get so the three parts that you're talking about, is that the deck and the two hull halves, or is that the waterline piece and the two hull halves?
No, it's the deck and the two hull halves.
Okay, so if you've got like a liquidy super glue like this stuff, you can kind of think of it like a welding sort of thing, right? So tack it in place. That way, if you need to break it free and redo it, it's not, impossible.
Yeah, it's probably, well, what I'm doing is I'm using actual plastic cement.
Okay.
So
You'll probably do the same thing if you got that, like the long nozzle and whatnot. But I like to tack it in place because then you can come back through. Because it's the one nice thing about waterline models, right, is you can still access the underside of it once you've glued it. So that really can help in terms of making stuff kind of stay and be a little more forgiving. Crossing obstacles. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you do need to get back to
long
sleep,
time
my
no
dude.
see, buddy.
You do need, he said, stopping by to say hi, I need to get back to sleep. That is understandable, my dude. I'm currently in the middle of swapping from night sleep schedule to day sleep schedule, and that's really just a delightful process.
Okay, so this is going to work out. Okay, so now that I've got this together like this, it's actually pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
And
oh, you're going to be golden, dude.
Yeah. And I just got to this is going to be grand. This is going to be grand.
Man, I don't usually even paint strapping on my 28 mil. What am I doing it on 15s for?
To impress the fuck out of people?
Well, we all know it's for the ladies. And by the ladies, I mean at some point in time, I'm going to play Fire and Fury with Hexy. And yeah, you gotta impress the Hexy, man. The sexy Hexy and whatnot. Even though these are U.S. troops, not the beloved, but yeah. Oh man. I'll tell you what though, painting strapping is certainly, it might not be the most boring part of the hobby, but it can certainly be considered up there, I would imagine. The issue is I should probably have waited and just done these. Hey, there you go, Charles. Dude, you're another one of those guys that just plows along and plows along and plows along and doesn't stop and just gets stuff done. And that's always outstanding to see.
Agreed.
Because you're kind of like me in terms of it's not just one thing painting, you know what I mean? Charles always has a bunch of different genres or periods or what have you going, and it's awesome to see that somebody else does that too. Not that misery loves company, Charles, but I really do.
All right. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Absolutely, it is.
I'm hoping. Actually, I don't think this will take too horribly long to build.
It should, to be honest with you, the superstructure is usually what takes me the longest. And again, especially with like Texas has that split superstructure, so that might be a bit of a pain because you've got the 4.5 superstructure
Right.
around that Q turret. But yeah, but at the same time, you have a friggin' Q turret, so that's pretty tits. Like that's about as cool as it gets, to be honest with you. Mike, like, do you keep your paints like in their own separate container, or Mike's not like I'm just a slob and I have just paints all over my coffee table.
Okay.
Mike's married though, so that makes sense. He's got a. Okay, that is white strapping done on 2 of 4 sticks. So we're getting.
Okay. Well, we're going to set this aside and see if it holds together properly.
Mike, what's your current? Greg, you're exactly right. It is going to bug the living shit out of me if I don't paint them. Mike, what's your current paint project? What are you having to swap to or swap from or what have you? And Greg, that's absolutely one of the most accurate statements I've ever heard. You see that, Chris?
What's that?
Greg says you got to paint those details because it'll bug you if you don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely right.
Oh, thank you, Cindy. She wished me congratulations. He says I have a bunch of different boxes of paints I haven't completely sorted yet. I pulled aside a grouping and put them in Ziplocs.
Ah, okay. I gotcha. I have this goofy carousel thing that I think I've showed you guys before that I really actually like.
So I backed a Kickstarter that did 3D printing your own paint racks.
Yeah.
So now obviously I'm gonna have to buy a 3D printer now. To actually get them to.
Let's be honest, you were gonna do that anyhow.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But that's gonna help. I think that'll help me immensely with clutter.
Yes. That's part of why I liked the kind of carousel setup. Is that it's got 3 tiers on it. So instead of the like stadium seating style things, which still eat up a ton of space, this is a very compact, 8, 9-inch, 10-inch circle that just stands 18 inches off the table or so. Oh, that sounds rough, Charles. You got it. That waiting to see if stuff works is always the rough part, isn't it?
The 20 orcs I primed on sprue, waiting to see if glue holds or do I need to clear the connecting parts. If you're using super glue, you should be fine. If you're using plastic cement, you're going to want to clear it. Manager Mike says, I'm currently working on finishing up the Shadows of Brimstone Flesh Mites in progress on bonfire and log pile terrain, dire rats, stone walls and pillars, and lizard men. Too much work in progress.
No such thing. You can never have too much work in progress. At least that's what I'm telling myself every day.
Right.
Because, the moment you have too much work in progress, then the one thing you're on is going to stagnate a little bit, and then you're just going to be sitting there with nothing to do. Or at least that's my endless experiences. but I understand that everybody's hobbies differently, so you get after it, and
Yeah, and
I believe in you.
a hobby the way you want a hobby. I am. I will never tell anybody that they're hobbying wrong. The only way to hobby wrong is not to hobby at all.
There it is. That is a hill I will die on.
No matter what your hobby is, like Donna's hobby is quilting. The only way she's doing it wrong is if she doesn't do something with her quilting, and that could be cutting out pieces. That could be that could be putting together, the blocks. It could be sewing the blocks together. Right now her actual quilting machine is down. Um, it's having problems with the tension bar on the sewing machine part.
That's connected to the flux capacitor, right?
Yeah. Well, the demoflachi is hung underside, which is causing the thingamajig not to get to the flux capacitor, which is causing all kinds of haywire.
So it's getting jammed up in the flammeffectric flames or flange.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, it's all ball bearings.
Doohickey on my machine a little while ago.
Yeah, it's all ball bearings these days.
Dog, it's all about the balls. What? Tolomicus, your totes of miniatures assembled and primed is in progress means you have totes and totes and totes of potential. You have totes and totes and totes of miniatures just ready to rock, my dude. There is nothing wrong with that. I am seeing absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Also punched Benaya clip counters for amateurs to arms 1812 game. I don't know. Is that 1812 that has the Great Lakes in it, Charles? It's in a blue box. If so, there's a copy at Miniature Market on the Dent and Ding shelf that has been staring at me every time I go in there. I almost got it this last time if it hadn't been for that Blood and Plunder stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Sexy Hexy.
All right. Chris, I'm going to have to find some Naval Brigade because I agree with you. That'd be pretty incredible. Jeffrey.
How you doing, buddy?
Jeff.
How was the movie?
It's good.
So does it have scantily clad females in it, and that's why you're watching it?
Quite a couple.
Oh, I thought it just would have the Reed boy in it, so we're watching it.
Captain Kirk, Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know who Chris Pine is the son of, right?
Wait, hold, steady. I don't know. I was going to say Richard or Robert the Spruce or something, but I got nothing.
No, it's Robert Pine, who happened to be the sergeant or lieutenant or whoever in Chips.
Oh,
the original TV show Chips.
Doug, what the hell? I thought we were going for puns here.
No.
I liked Robert the Spruce.
I did. Hey, Robert the Spruce is great.
Maybe I'll paint some plaid on this guy at some point in time, and he can be Robert the Spruce.
Hey.
I'll have an angry Christmas.
We can all be Robert the Spruce if we want.
That's right, buddy. That's right. That's the spirit. Okay, now I'm doing metals. All right. Jeff, are you excited?
For what?
I traditionally save metallics to basically the end of this process. So I'm doing canteen cups, I'm doing bayonets, and then I'm going to hit barrels with the finer brush at the end here. Are you excited?
Okay.
I'm painting 15 millimeter ACW too, buddy.
So am I, buddy. Buddy.
I know. That's why I'm saying I thought you'd be excited.
Buddy.
Let's see how it is.
But wrong camera, dumbass. Buddy.
Oh, my dude. My man. Look at those. Look at that, guys. Sexy Hexy is 3D printing, cleaning up, curing, painting.
I've already printed about 100 Civil War miniatures.
Miniatures or sticks?
Well, guess what Hexy did on his own?
What's that?
So they didn't have these figures on bases the way I wanted them. So I took some bases that I found and flipped them upside down in my Litchi slicing software.
Nice.
And then drug the miniatures, the solo miniatures into them and raised them up so that they fused with the base.
Yeah.
It made me some 4 across stands for some shooting rebs.
Nice. Jeffy's doing his own mixing and mesh mixing and whatnot and all that stuff. Good for you, dog. Look at you go, man.
Tell them I'm like ADD when it comes to this stuff. I'll do it for a couple of weeks and then boom, something else.
That's what I'm talking. Well, that's what I'm. So, well, you missed the start of the chat. We talked about how 15 millimeter ACW,
right,
and a couple other projects are kind of my like lifetime projects, where I routinely come back to them and just do a little bit more work on them. Like, so right now I'm here and I'm painting 15 mil ACW,
right,
and then I'm gonna get tired of it, but it's one of those projects that we've all got projects that we start and we don't really, there might not be an end game. Like, you know what I mean? Lord knows if we'll ever really come back to them.
You mean like all of mine?
Shut up. Well, yes, you're literally looking at the tiniest of slices right across the top of the screen here. But 15 millimeter ACW is one of those things that, it's here, it's not going anywhere. And I legitimately, know and understand that I'm coming back to it. I'm going to do it. I enjoy playing it. Especially with, again, Fire and Fury, great with it. This is the sort of thing that if I want to play...
Chris Long, which one did you get? What's in it? I'm listening. Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry.
No, you're good. My point is that there's like Rebels and Patriots works great for this scale and basing system.
Right.
Live Free or Die from Two Fat Lardies. Again, I know it's designed to be AWI. It works very well for ACW. I just played, I played a number of games on Hexy's channel. You can go watch when John over at Joy Wargaming was doing his Sneedville campaign. Excuse me. And this is far closer to kind of the original basing scheme that was designed for. That was designed for 5 miniatures on 30 mil square bases. But the big thing is that the miniatures are based similarly between the two forces.
Right.
So this this fun little 3 15s on a 1 by 3/4 inch base, I know works. People have been posting left, right, and center about how they're playing with their old Fire and Fury miniatures. Same with Rebels and Patriots, which you can also actually, I'm pretty sure, see over on Joy Wargaming if you are so inclined. If that is the sort of thing that tickles your pickle, so to speak. Blows your hair back, blows your skirt up, what have you. 15 mil ACW is it's kind of one of those very, very utilitarian collections. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's a lot of rules. If you want to find rules that do a particular thing, you can probably do it. Right, Jeff?
Right.
Even if you want to find rules that are 1 base equals 1 regiment.
And that's okay. So, all right. So listen to my plan here. All right. Let me grab one of these things out here. Hold on.
Have you already purchased a copy of Polomos ACW?
No, not yet. Not yet. But it seems like that's what I'm after. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So here's my plan. So these were the ones that I created myself. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Dude.
The light sucks up there.
How cool is that?
But what I'm planning on doing is on the back side, I'm going to paint it gloss white on the back, and then I'll terrain the front. And then I'm going to go through. Now, look, the odds of me playing any of this is probably 1 in a million. All right. But I think what I'm going to do as a project for myself is, and I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll use Gettysburg since I know so much about that. And I'm going to tag, like, this is going to be a regiment. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tag the back of it with, like, 1st Virginia.
Yeah.
33rd Virginia. That's my plan.
That's going to be awesome.
And then I can just sit them on a shelf and just look at them and look at them and look at them and never play them.
Buddy, dude, there's nothing wrong with that, Jeffrey. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Then I'm going down to, which Brian and I were already talking about. I've already been looking at Napoleonic miniatures.
Oh, yeah?
Who knows? You know how Hex he is, though. I got so many games I need to play. It's not funny, so.
Well, I get that, but this is the nice thing is this isn't. It's a diversion from sitting in your room back there staring at your games. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is what I've been telling you for a while is I enjoy doing both because when I look at one and I go, damn, I don't want to do that at all right now. I can just hop over to the other one and enjoy.
Can anybody guess what flag that is I'm putting on this guy here?
Hang on a minute.
It's not done yet, but.
It looks like the Stars and Bars, Jeff.
That's that one, but the other one, dumbass.
Well, you didn't specify which one. Of course I don't know which one that one is.
Come on, blue circle in the middle? I mean, white circle in the middle on a blue background?
I don't know. It's not the Bonnie Blue flag.
It sure is.
That bears a single star?
No, it's the Virginia state flag for Civil War, 1861.
Okay, there you go.
Regimental flag. No.
Not trying to be a dick, but you gotta excuse me. There's about 80 million fucking flags that all jump into existence.
Yeah, I'm
and
only
disappear.
using the major state ones.
That's fair.
And it's, of course, I'm not going to print on them. I'm going to put just colors on it to make it seem like that's what it is.
Yeah. No, I got you.
I think that was pretty cool.
That's pretty outstanding. I'm really proud to see you painting and, rocking your 3D printer out and doing the process from start to finish. And also it's really good to see you engaging, and whether it's a lifelong thing, certainly is a passion project and a cool manifestation of your love of the ACW in miniature. Because that we're certainly seeing right now, because you do love the ACW and we're getting to see it jump into miniatures. Just
what did Confederate PDOT look like?
I think it was mainly in the front of the trousers, and brought on by Badwater.
Well, Hissy, you should have known that because you're from fucking Virginia, so you don't get no bonus points for that one.
So are you, buddy?
Why no?
I'm sorry, West Virginia.
Yeah, but I was born and raised in Virginia. The one you call the bad Virginia.
No, I don't call it the bad Virginia. I just call West Virginia best Virginia. That's all.
Okay. As long as we got that fucking straight.
Yeah, there we go. As long as we got
Brian, get on here with us. What?
He's driving. He's in the car. His wife's driving him to tacos.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I did see that message.
He was being very responsible, though. Chris was quite concerned that he was going to be driving.
He is pumped up, though, now about the Civil War Picacho Pass.
I know, dude. Holy smokes. That dude is pumping terrain out like crazy, dude, man. Like, he is running with it. That man is a man possessed. Guys,
so
look
freaking
forward
cool.
to...
He is done by next week, so that when I'm on vacation, not next week coming, but the one after, that would be so freaking cool.
Jeffrey, it's not Picacho Pass, but would you like to play an ACW game virtually next week?
Not next week.
Well, the one you're off.
That's what I'm talking about. If we're going to do it, that's when it needs to be done.
Yeah. again, my point is I can't put on Pikachu Peak for you, but I can put on
Oh, the flag's getting better now, buddy.
an ACW game if you would be interested. I would be delighted to do so. I had my local version of Pikachu Peak that we put on. That was pretty fun, actually.
You're bigging me again, Chris.
Okay. I just realized I've been on mute for the last 12 minutes.
Oh no.
My Virginia
Good.
flag. Look at my Virginia flag.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
Yes, he painted the stars on the stars and bars. He's
You
insane.
were hand painting those.
Yeah.
That's fucking outstanding, sir.
Isn't it though?
All right, I'm sharing. With everybody
Yes, do that.
with what Mr. Warmut has been sharing with us. I don't
He's
care
rocking
whether
it.
he wants us to or not. So he started off with the crumpled up newspaper and a 20 or 32 ounce disposable Coke cup.
Whatever it is, it's huge. Yeah, I believe yes, Jeff. I think he did drink it first.
Yeah. It started off with as an oatmeal box as the base and a couple of that other
Right.
stuff.
Look at that. See, now are those two separate ones?
No, it's the same. I think it's the same one.
Okay, so that is Pikachu Peak.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a 32 millimeter miniature right there. So
Right.
this thing is gonna be big.
I didn't realize the size of it until he posted that. That's a
Yeah,
big piece of terrain.
yeah, it is. And he got it all masking taped up. Gave it a base coat, it looks like, and then some of the rocks he's gonna have. He had extra pink foam installation. Jesus, installation.
You know, it goes through an installation process.
It does. And then here's his dinner.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. That looks outstanding. I'm not
That
gonna lie.
does look outstanding.
I still
I
didn't eat
had
anything.
Mexican
Holy
food for dinner also.
smokies.
I had Mexican
Oh.
food for dinner also.
I am feeling things. I have not eaten. Oh, damn it!
Jeffy's going to Discord.
What do you mean you're going to Discord?
I'm gonna post these fucking. I'm sorry, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. You know how critical I am about anything I try to touch.
Dude,
I'm gonna
that
take
looks. I'm sharing what you just shared.
Yeah, don't be
And-
critical because that looks awesome.
Dude, that does credit to your name because
And I
that
haven't
is
ser-
sexy.
I haven't washed them yet.
I know.
Even better.
That's what I'm about to do, Jeff.
You
Are you
haven't
excited about it?
washed
Me
them.
too.
You're probably going to wash them more than they wash themselves.
That's also true. Okay, what do I want to do? So this is the challenging thing. I feel like I want to do. I got to use dark tone on these guys because they're small scale. They need that black, dark wash into it. But I also think they need some brown. But I don't know if I want to go all the way to strong tone. Who knows? We'll see. That is the one nice thing about small scale miniatures is if the wash isn't exactly the same every time.
Right.
It's not
Thanks, Chuck.
a huge blow up. Okay.
Yeah, the stars and bar one is not too hot, but that's 50 millimeter. That's
Dude, that looks. I don't know, man. It's far better than what I'd be able to do.
Yeah, what are you babbling about?
He doesn't like his flags.
Well, no, I mean I like it. It's okay. It's just I mean how you can only get so detailed.
Yeah, they're the wrong flags.
Dude, that shit is 15 millimeter, man. That I have seen 28 millimeter. That's worse.
Right? I don't do that on my 28s. I don't know where I put my little dropper bottle of water either. That's gonna really bug me. I put it in the center here somewhere. There it is. I think I need to replace my water.
Does it have things growing in it?
Yeah, there's green at the bottom of it.
That's no bueno. I hope that's you're not drinking it, are you?
Oh no, it's mixing water.
Okay.
God, no. I mean, now, of course, I just put a drop on my tongue, but that's not the point.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got 2 of those made. Now I got to make. Oh shit! I got to make 10. I guess these are 5-inch guns.
Probably 5-inch gun turrets.
Well, they're deck guns.
Chris,
Hello, what?
open up Discord and create an ACW. Not a horse and musket. I want an ACW.
Oh, okay. I'll do that for you. Absolutely. Do that right now. It's going to be text. It's going to be called ACW.
It's going to be called Jeffy's Playground.
Boom.
I'm
Done.
excited though because I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in there too because I'm getting.
There
to
you
the
go.
point where
There you
guys
go,
are
sir.
gonna-
Let me see if I can move it. I can move it.
Well, I see it. Oh, I thought it was sorted them alphabetically.
No, I've got it sorted by era.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
Posting in it. I hope. What do I use? GIF or is there a.
Beat you to it.
Wait a minute. Where's my damn. Which one's image?
Oh.
Third one
So
over?
I have to make 10 of the 5-inch guns and 10 of the 40 millimeter mounts.
Yep, that makes sense. So, can you do the late war AA guns everywhere configuration with that kit? I would assume you can.
Well, I think this one was the painting. So the paint scheme is the late war that I'm doing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna have 10 40 millimeter gun tubs.
And those are the quads.
Skice Miniatures, Hissy.
Yep.
How do I make my pictures bigger?
What do you mean?
Like I just
A little
posted them on ACW? Oh, wait a minute. It's waiting for me to. I got to finish it first. Hold on.
Okay, so I need 33 and 32. I need 10 of them.
Yeah, it doesn't make them bigger. Well,
There's probably a default setting in your post settings somewhere. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but them goddamn things do look pretty good. I got to admit.
They do. We've just been telling you that, buddy.
ESKICE. I got them through my mini factory. I think I bought like a couple different strands he had for like $4, $5, $9. Then I went ahead and bought the $80 full blown package.
Yeah.
And I got some of Henry Turner stuff too.
Yeah, I'm about to say Henry Turner makes a lot of good stuff. He does a bunch of AC or Napoleonic stuff too. When you get into,
I took one of his shooting Rebs and put it. So these 4-man platforms I got.
Yeah.
I mixed them all up with different things.
Oh, so you got Escus and
Yeah.
Turner miniatures on there? That's
because with using. Have you guys ever used the freeware lychee slicing, LYCHEE slicing?
No, the only
Get it?
time I've ever done any sort of like
Get it?
STL editing, I did Mesh Mixer.
Get it?
Mesh mixer is a pain in the ass.
It is.
Get it, and install it.
Will you walk me through how to use it?
Well, you use Chitubox, don't you?
Yeah.
This is probably 10 times easier, and it's more efficient.
All right. Let's see here. Hissy wants to know why there's ice in your paint water, because that's his Coke Zero. And Telemachus answered, says it gives more flavor. Charles says that your flag is most excellent and outstanding. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It is. So
See, that guy's not.
So when I click open in browser,
Right?
it It makes it real damn big. So don't worry about it. Keep
Oh.
doing what you're doing.
There we go.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, that's sharp. Looks great. Hexa did not paint my flags. I cut those off and put wire and paper flags. Scalar Gremlins here says, "Hey, all, go ahead."
Yeah, that's. I mean, I was thinking about that too because what I could have done was because the fold is not real defined. I should have like offset the stripe, the one stripe, which I tried to do somewhat, and then painted a darker red line down through there so it looked like a fold. But I mean, I imagine you can only do that so much detail when you're resin printing or creating these things for 50 millimeter.
Right.
You probably can't get those folds that good. Now I need to wash these puppies. Puppy washing time.
Greg says, "Guys, one day I would love to join you. I'm going to head off now. I have to get some editing done and things together for our shows. Have a fun night. Take care, Greg."
Greg, buddy.
Greg,
Yeah, we'll
Good to see
definitely
you, man.
have you.
I have not watched your tank thing yet, but I will here a short. Matter of fact, I'll probably do it this weekend.
Tank battles like Greg. Did you break out SCS?
Yeah, he did. No, he
Tank on tank.
Tank on tank from that place. Walkabout Games, the sculptor is a French guy.
Yeah, S guy. Yeah.
Yes.
But he bought all of his ACW files.
Yeah, that's what I did, Scala. That was a excellent.
Yeah, learning curve is very, very low. So, is it just a slicer, or
yeah? But it'll handle. Well, put it this way: Tuner box or the one that came with my freaking filament printer.
Oh yeah,
it didn't even have the model of printer that I had. You had to modify it. Well, the Litchi Slice has every model, and it's constantly updated apparently. So,
all right, I'll have to check it out.
But you said you can edit your STLs in there too, because you were.
Well, I mean, I took
not really
stuff that was already made, and then I moved it around and manipulated it.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but you can't really do that with Chitterbox, can you?
No, you can't. You can't really edit, or be creative with any of that stuff. You got to get a Tinkercad or something like that.
Yeah.
I have that. I have
What I'm learning is where'd it go? SelfCAD.
There you go. There's all kinds of new ones out there that are free now.
SelfCAD is the one that I learned, or that I used to merge the
tanks and turrets.
The tanks and turrets. They start off as 15 millimeter.
Yeah.
And I put the turrets on, and then scale them down to the 3 millimeter, and it works quite nicely.
Well, the only college education I have is AutoCAD, so I figure, hey, I want to be able to use Tinkercad, right?
Yep.
Good thing. I forgot to paint this dude's hand. How the fuck do you miss stuff like that, Jeffrey?
Dog, it happens constantly, Jeff. You're good.
It's like right in front of him too. I mean, you can see.
Yep.
Like, fuck.
I was doing this
the damned time.
I was about to say I have one guy whose rifle is painted a different color because I somehow managed to not paint his rifle brown at all.
Right.
So when I was coming back through with the dark oak brown, so I have one guy with a dark oak brown rifle. This guy right here. Light rifle, dark rifle. Light rifle, dark rifle.
Oh, and I did not use speed paints for these.
I noticed that.
I found it was just easier to do solid colors.
So what's interesting about this model is that because USS Texas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because USS Texas has 5 turrets,
right?
Uh-huh.
I have many, many more
Oh, secondary guns and stuff.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, because they just sent you like 5 gun/turret sprues.
right.
Yeah.
Each one has each one of them has 3 5-inch gun mount sets.
Yeah.
How do people actually do? Jesus Christ!
So turn your USS Texas into the USS Second Amendment rights and just start adding stuff wherever you can stick it.
Right. If I enjoy building this model, I might grab a 1/700 scale model of the most beautiful World War II battleship in the world.
Chris Long, why does that Leon T-66 sound familiar to me?
Because he's made stuff. He and Paul used to hang out a bunch.
Oh, he's a painter, isn't he? A mini painter.
Well, he does. He's a hobbyist, not just a painter.
Yeah.
I have
pretty
blended
guy.
through with my Visual Studio Scholar.
He does a lot of historical stuff. Leon does. Good dude. I used to hang out with him every now and then when, like, Paul and British Union and those guys were all, when they used to do their Sunday morning chats, which I'm pretty sure for Paul were like 10 p.m. chats or something ridiculous.
Right.
It was Sunday kind of afternoon for the British guys. It was Sunday morning for me. So yeah, for Paul, it would have to be like late evening. Probably piss his wife off time, but yeah, he used to be on those a lot.
Love the Canon, Chris Long.
Oh, Jeffy, that's what I got right here. Some artillerists, buddy.
Yeah, I got some of that too, but I haven't.
Here, let me share that with everybody, if you don't mind, Chris. I'll share that with folks on. Let's go.
Walk about what basing scheme is Leon doing? Yeah, dude, it was always good hearing Paul
There you go.
curse about stuff in Australian. Jeffrey.
So yeah, there's what Mr. Long has been working on.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't really see him, Andrew. He's got Chris Long stuff.
Oh yeah, all good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm showing. Is I brought that up for everybody to see.
It looks good. I like it, Chris.
It does.
Well, who painted it? Chris. All right, now I can see your horsies. And where'd you get those from?
These are all old glory stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're all
These are all miniatures I've had since long before I started 3D printing.
Oh.
But so these are supposed to be 1st Virginia Cavalry.
All right.
They've got the cordage on the front of them and stuff. But I'm thinking about painting them up like guerrillas and using that cordage on the front as a guerrilla shirt, because they had the big frilly collars and the big goofy pockets and whatnot on the front.
Right.
And it's already got the hats with plumes in them, which works well for Missouri stuff. And then I found this guy wandering around. And so that's my guerrilla leader there on his bone horse. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know where. I think that's probably from Battle Valor, from a free thing, because that dude is awesome about sending out random free stuff whenever you buy. But the one thing I hate doing, and I'm pretty sure Chris can back me up on this, is painting fucking horses. Horses are the worst. But I just painted up a bunch of infantry, so we're going to hold off on the 9-10 stands infantry I got over there, because these guys are now done. But those are also guys that I did forever ago, which is why they're on the skinny sticks. And they're also super glued on there, so it's going to be kind of a butt to take off. But
Come on.
whatever.
Well, the good thing is if I lose any of these parts, I've got plenty more extra.
Yes. You will find the same thing with your ship's boats. So many. So many. So, Jeff, I'm having my crisis of faith now. Do I paint these guys up like the 1st Virginia Cavalry, or do I paint them up like bushwhackers?
First Virginia, that way I won't hate
Just
them.
asked the wrong person that.
What?
You just asked the wrong person that question. There's only one answer to that.
Why do you say that?
Because Virginia.
No,
I
we're
have
painting
to
them like
agree.
bushwhackers. We're painting them like bushwhackers because you can find any number of generic Confederate ACW, but you can't find bushwhackers that are already painted anywhere. Unless the both.
Paint them up like Jay Wiley's ancestors.
Jay Wiley's ancestors were bushwhackers?
Yep.
What a bunch of shits.
Yep.
Not supposed to do that. Yeah, I got you, Scala. I got you. That's how. Wasn't that you, Jeff, that was wondering how to get super glue stuff apart?
Yep, and it worked.
Yeah, the freezer thing works super well.
The what
For
thing?
crazy glue.
Oh, freezing? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yep.
the plastic cement, don't even waste your time with it.
No, it doesn't mess with plastic cement, but super glue it will knock out every time. Okay, well, let's do horses. Oh, I hate horses. That's all right. Let's do horses. We're going to do horses in gray and brown, and that might be it. What do you think? I think that sounds reasonable.
I really need to think this guy's hand. That's going to drive me crazy.
What drives me crazy is these small ass parts and my big hand fists.
I'll tell you what is one thing that's super, super useful for contrast paints. Horses.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that for about a week now because I still got that box of Napoleonic cuirassiers,
Okay, yep.
and I keep thinking about, you know what, we should give the speed paints a whirl on those.
Yeah, I think I'm going to mainly do Wildwood or should I have some that are like tan horses or just dark gray or just gray and dark brown? What do you think?
I would have a mixture of Gorgonzola fur.
Don't have it.
You don't have it? Oh, okay.
I have Wildwood, Basilicanum gray. I've got Snakebite leather, but that seems like it might be a weird color to do horses in. I have black. I can always do black for some of like the real bad guys. Maybe
Right.
I'll do that. Maybe for some of like the real evil looking dudes, I'll do black. On account of the fact that these are all real evil dudes.
That was more of a pain in the ass than I wanted it to be. These are tiny, tiny parts, dude.
Yeah, man.
Do-do-do.
But they look pretty slick when you're done, man.
Oh, I know.
One thing that I learned is to embrace the fact that you have fingernails or grow fingernails.
Right.
Because they can be super useful. Trim them short, but get them to the point where you can tuck like a gun barrel under them or something.
Right.
It's weird, traditionally shunned hobby crap like that can kind of help out sometimes when you're dealing with tough stuff.
Why do you have a coke nail? I don't have a coke nail. I got a 5-inch nail.
Yeah, there you go.
I got a Beaufort nail.
Yeah, buddy. It's one of those 40 millimeter nails. What? Oh, it's a quad. There's a full tub of them.
Okay, that one's together.
Ah! Oh no! I don't know if my blue tack is going to hold on these very well with full-on horses and riders. That was not English. I don't know if my blue tack is going to hold on very well with full horses and riders. It's not. God damn it. That's frustrating.
It happens.
It is. I'm currently debating basing schemes here too, because the more I look at these, the more I think I might just paint them or base them to a base. Whatchamacallit? I might just do everything Fire and Fury style.
Yeah.
Because I did that with 15 millimeter World War II, right? Like I have two different I have stuff that's Flames of War based, and then I've got stuff that's single based. And man, you do a lot of damn painting. And I noticed this when Todd and I were talking about stuff. You do a lot of painting. And it's like, no, I know I painted a ton of Fallschirmjäger. Where are they? And, oh, those are single based. Or, oh, I'm looking for single based, and those are Flames of War based. I think for the sake of progress and sanity, I might have to just do all of these Fire and Fury style. And then if I want to play bigger battles or anything, we'll just run with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Makes sense.
She can do it. I mean, I've certainly played bigger battles with multi-based figures. It's not a problem at all. Hell, they even played 40K at March to Victory with multi-based figures in 15 mil. The issue is, no, think about it. There's 15 guys in each of these cavalry packs and 2 double bases. Shit. So never mind. I'm going to wind up with one of them that's based funny anyways, but such is life. We'll designate him a commander.
Where did it go?
What'd you lose?
A 5-inch gun mount. Oh, there it is. So for whatever reason, they designed these to have these 5-inch deck guns to be in 2 parts.
Yep.
The whole gun, and then the little pedestal, not the pedestal that the guns are mounted on, but the little pedestal that the dudes stand on.
Yep.
It's like, the fuck?
It's because they can't cast it all in one piece. They got to have that goofy little 5-inch gun and its post, and then the crew little ring thing all on its own. I understand.
Why am I not seeing? Scala, I'm seeing your messages in Discord, but I can't see where they're posted at.
What's Scalar Gremlin posting up?
I'm getting pinged in Discord, and he's putting stuff in there, but I can't see where it is.
Let's see here.
I'm sure he'll let us know in just a second once the video catches up to the audio.
Okay, so
Yeah, under sci-fi.
oh, here we go. Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, he did an amazing job on his Federation ground forces. Also.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one right now. It's fucking sweet.
Like Star Trek Federation?
Yeah, I'm gonna share them.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind, Scal, I'm gonna share these. I don't see why he wouldn't, because, well,
You just did share them?
yeah, he shared them earlier.
Do 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 do. Man, I played the worst round of golf I played in 5 years today, and I'm still in a good mood.
You know
That's because
why?
you got 15 millimeter ACW, baby.
Exactly.
You got cool miniatures that you printed, you're painting, and that you're enjoying.
Still can't believe.
All right, here
Oh,
we
that
go.
guy's got a white Michael Jackson glove on. That's what I'm going to say in the picture.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I don't have any of that, what is it, poster putty stuff that everybody and their brother uses. Because my local gaming, miniature painting, hex encounter, sci-fi, Magic the Gathering store doesn't carry it.
Poster putty. You mean blue tack?
Go to Michael's Crafts. What the fuck? Why I want to go there? I want to give you all my money.
Talking about blue tack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could always go to Todd's favorite hobby store, Joanne Fabrics.
Yeah, I got to go all the way to Winchester for that. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I just launched that 5-inch gun across my desk. That shit is gone.
That's okay. I made ramen last night, and I was mixing the stuff in on it and decided to let my spoon flick and threw noodles all over my kitchen.
I'm about to say, if you played 2 mil, you'd have a whole new army.
Right?
Right on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, dude.
Told him, Mike, I've never seen it in my Walmart. Or maybe I don't know what I'm looking for, at least in the craft section.
It's not. It'll be an office supplies.
Well, I go through there all the time because I'm looking for highlighters and
office supply or adhesive, like your tapes and
I'd have to do that.
Yeah.
You all remember Polly Boy's Louisiana Tigers he painted up in 15 mil?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
do.
do.
With the striping on the pants and whatnot?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that pack on Old Glory and was...
I got some swabbies in here to paint. Some of that package download has swabs in it.
Well, shit.
And Jeff, are those files all pre-supported, Jeff?
Okay, so there's another reason for Litchi. Because Litchi has a file called LYS, where the guy built all the supports on them in that file format.
Okay, so they're not just the STLs aren't pre.
Nope.
Well, shit.
Now, okay, so these guys here, Andrew.
Yeah.
The 4-plate, because you figure they're printing obviously like that, right? See, there's the bases that I have bought that you can use. I mean, I bought the STLs. I also got the Flames of War knockoffs too. I'm going to print.
Yeah.
But since it hangs like that, I didn't use any supports on any of these, and I printed off 9 stands perfectly.
Did you just put them right on the build plate?
Right. Yeah. Well, I put, of course, the base, and then what it is, I slid the miniatures, lined them up on the base, and raised them up to 2 millimeters.
Yeah, but you printed them straight off of the build plate?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then I just take my little metal scraper and boom. Reese, I painted some stuff. I posted it in Discord Civil War. Go look at it.
Yeah, Reese, we're all doing ACW, buddy.
Well, I'm not.
Shh. Chris is doing Texas. It's very, very advanced Civil War.
Well, I didn't know the Texas had rubber bands around it.
It's in dry dock, Jeff.
Yeah, it's in dry dock right now, dude.
Yeah,
okay. You need to catch yourself up on modern dry dock procedures.
I'm hoping to have this thing done by the time she pulls out of
oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, you'll have that done.
It's supposed to be August.
That's Reese's YouTube tag, guys. He's starting to build his channel.
What's that?
Empire 54mm.
Spout it out, Reese. Let's get everybody over there. Everybody jump over there.
He's got to build it first.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything there yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Man, it's like Warlight talking about his Discord channel. I keep trying to get on there, and he's like, well, I got to build it first. It's like, don't announce it, man. I watched your video. I got all excited, and, yeah.
I got pee.
Good luck.
We're rooting for you.
We are. We're all pulling for you. Keep your stick on the ice.
God damn it.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, just
Chris, you got a bunch of extra 5-inch mounts, buddy.
they're getting easier, but they're still a pain in the dick.
Yep. It's like the story of life, my dude.
Oh yeah.
It's getting easier, but it still kind of sucks, man. Man, speaking of, man, that Mexican food looked fucking delicious.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Like straight up deli shoes, man.
So last night we went for Chinese, and then had that for lunch, leftovers for lunch,
Yeah,
and because that's what one does.
it is. Agreed.
And then today, for dinner, Don said, "Let's go up to Quincy and get a steak." Like, I got to be back by 7:30, and this was like 4:45. Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it because it's about a 45-minute drive up, or a 50-minute drive
fair.
up, 50-minute drive back. So I mean, right there, you're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's a Saturday evening at the steakhouse.
Yeah. That's going to be a rough one.
It's going to be a minute sitting there. So what we decided to do is just go up to the local Mexican food restaurant, and then tomorrow, while we're in the loo,
That's right.
we're gonna grab a steak.
Is Donna coming down with you guys, or is it just? Or I'm sorry, it is you and Donna. It's not.
Yeah, it's just me and Donna.
Okay, I'll see. That's right.
So gonna pop into the cemetery first, find the great uncle, and then hoof over to the museum, knock around the museum for a while.
Yeah, buddy.
So good times.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to give my command figures black horses,
There you
so
go.
everybody can tell how evil they are.
You're a gnat. Gnats need to die.
Accurate.
Y'all got those buffalo gnats down there in St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, man. They bite Donna, and she welts up like somebody hit her with a BB gun.
Yeah. No, we got. Man, I tell you what, the biggest horseflies I've ever seen are down at camp, man, because all they do is bite. There are horses, but then there's also, all the kids they can bite.
Oh, yeah.
And those things used to be real bad in like the aquatics areas. Like they'd be on floating docks, sitting there 1.5 inches long, 2 inches long, just like, what the fuck is that thing? That thing looks like a damn cockroach.
Yep. I told you about
Yeah.
when Dad and I went on the canoe trip up in.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've been doing these wrong. Shit.
Well, see, the shitty thing about horseflies and flies is that their metabolism isn't like really, really temperature sensitive. So that was always a cool thing, right? Like you go up to Wisconsin and whatnot, and it's 65 degrees, and you can like swing your arm and hit a bunch of them. And then you get down to southern Missouri, and they're flying around like goddamn F4s.
Right.
Like they got rockets on their ass. It makes it interesting, but I'm not sure that's really what I was hoping for. But yeah, no, they are not good creatures, man. Not a fan.
There's literally no reason for them.
I mean, I'm sure there's something. I'm sure they do something, however dumb it is. Whether it's
bug the piss out of us.
Well, yeah, maybe that's it. Without them, humans would have evolved far too nice and not angry enough. or some such. But yeah, it's probably something like super important that when somebody finally figures out how to kill all the horseflies in the world, we're just going to wipe out humanity. But yeah, shit. Yeah, man, this blue tack isn't necessarily getting the job entirely done with these cavalry. Like I said, it holds on the infantry just fine. And I know it holds on 10 mil cav just fine because I've done that. But this 28, it's really struggling with. Or, I'm sorry, 15, it's really struggling with. Especially because I like to flip the figures like horizontal when I'm painting them. So I can kind of see better. It's really not a fan of that. Dang, man, I'm thinking I might have to roll out to Chimmy's real quick here. That food of Brian's looks too damn good.
Not gonna lie, that was looking delish.
Delish. Did you just say delish?
He did.
Yep.
God. That's so fucking California Valley. It's not funny.
Oh, I was going to say Gen Z, but that's all right. That's you.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. Ow, my hip.
I haven't said that yet today.
Today.
Get on it, Telemachus. Get on it.
What you doing, buddy?
I'm going to eat some cantaloupe and pears. How about you?
I could tear me up some cantaloupe.
Oh, nice. Good job, Reese.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sunburn and ticks, but he got dozen bass. That does make it a good day. I couldn't blame you. I couldn't blame you, Scout Gremlin. He's unfollowing us for the use of the term delish.
Okay, man.
If he uses the term presh for precious, I would wholeheartedly agree with you. Totally.
So I will never even use the word precious
Why is that?
because that is the name of the second to last store manager at Springfield.
Simply Mac?
Simply, thank you. And she was a complete waste of oxygen.
She was terrible.
She wasn't worth the $2.87 worth of chemicals that her body could be. Well, all bodies, to be fair, could be rendered down to.
But she was nice to Jeff. Actually, I have no idea. I just felt like tying Jeffy in here. You all right, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
How's your cantaloupe and whatnot?
Fucking good.
Sounds like you're eating healthy still. Ish.
I did eat 2 hot dogs today at the golf course, though.
Yeah, hot dogs are good for you, though. They're a mix of meats, man. It's like having multi-grain bread.
Nothing wrong with a good hot dog, man.
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah, man. I'm always here to justify your questionable decisions, Jeff. I'm here for you, buddy. Jesus. But yeah.
Damn. It's already fucking almost 11 o'clock. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we've been cruising along, man. It's
Did you say 11?
well for us. It's currently 9:45 here.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've been
okay.
going for an hour and
Yeah.
45 minutes already.
Yeah, man. We've been getting stuff done, though. That's for sure. Jesus.
Yeah, I just finished my 11th 5-inch gun mount.
Yeah, Chris is doing his Bethlehem steel thing over here. I'm
Right?
hammering out horsies and whatnot. My horsies are just about painted. After this one, I just have to do the browns.
Yeah,
It
brown.
would be the pain in the dick.
What'd you say, Jeffy?
Speaking of Browns,
Oh, yeah? Big one today?
just did.
Good Lord.
Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
F44.
Oh, I thought you were going to say F for Jeff's toilet. All right. So now I just have to paint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Horsies brown, and we're done with Horsies, which is good because I still kind of hate them.
Only 2 fruits I like. Well, I like, but is banana a fruit?
Yeah.
Well, food-wise, yes. Botanically, no. Technically, it is an herb.
Can you smoke it?
You can smoke the banana peels.
Let's do it, Jeff. I know how much Jeffy likes that herb.
They call me Mellow Yellow. Quite right, Lee. Hey! I thought you couldn't stay.
You know what? We're going to try mic only.
Oh, look
So
at this guy.
I'm in the back bedroom. We should be okay.
Are you okay? Are you feeling good, or what's going on?
Oh yeah, we're on the road. We're traveling.
Oh, okay.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. What's up, buddy? You're missing all the
not much.
ACW stuff, dude.
Well, I would love to get a recap on it, and then I would love YouTube advice if anybody has it. So,
What YouTube advice do you need?
how, when, why? I don't know. All the questions.
Heart of what?
So,
Hang out with other people on their stuff.
sounds good.
On account of the fact that technology is the devil.
Intro videos first.
Shit, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I just fucking.
Neither did I, but we want to get restarted off the right way.
Well, yeah. There
Well, and I've heard shorts are a good way to get stuff built too.
yeah. I need to do. I need to get on that and get some more shorts done because.
I would record a short barefoot and then have somebody accidentally post a link to it on Feet Finder
Good Lord.
and then blow that shit up, Reese. That's what I believe that's how Wardrobe got 70,000 views on one of his videos.
That and ping pong tables.
Well, you know, we're not getting all technical and honest with it here, and that's really bumming me out. But yes, if you want absurd numbers of views, build a ping pong table.
'Cause apparently that's a thing.
That's how Todd has 70,000 views on one of his videos. But, oh man, I don't know. Who gives a shit? Just do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Play stuff, talk about stuff, be passionate about what you're doing. I don't know. It'll rub off, I guess.
That's on a completely different site.
Yeah, passionately rubbing off on stuff is not what you're supposed to do on YouTube. I believe you get demonetized for that. You're probably kicked off.
I can see how that could be an issue.
Yeah. Well, again, I've seen some shorts that are pretty damn close to it, but you know, that's a different
So
thing.
yeah, I was thinking about doing an intro and then going to do a couple shorts, just kind of highlighting some painted figures, and then jumping right into the campaign. So, and just using that as my jump off point.
There you go.
So
Make
the
sure you
plan-
categorize and do playlists so that people can find shit easier.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's true. I do like the playlists, man. That helps a lot. And then the other thing is make sure you're maintaining your playlist, because it's always sad when people like build a playlist and you find it, you're like, yes, awesome, and then it's got like 2 videos and it's a series of 18 or 20.
Yes.
It always makes me sad. It gives me a terrible case of the sads when I see that.
Ooh.
So where are you headed?
We're in Central Arkansas with family right now.
He's bass fishing, big dog.
Look out, Snoopy.
Reese is the bass master with no B. Straight
I
up.
caught my first bass today and caught my 12th bass today. So
It's a good run, dude. Like,
it was.
So you weren't fishing, you were catching.
Amen to that.
I don't like to fish. I hate fishing. I like to catch. When I was in up in Boundary Waters in Quetico Provincial Park on the Scout Truck, we supplemented our freeze dried food with fish that we caught, and
Butter.
yeah, I didn't mind doing that. But around here, people like to go, I just like to throw my line out and just hang out on the beach and
it's a good way to relax, to be
with-
honest with you.
With fly fishing, I get that. With
Right,
an
because
actual
you're-
rod and reel, that's
because
different.
you're actively doing something. Just
Well, and with lure fishing with crankbaits, which is what I was doing today, it's the same way. I throw it out there, I crank it back across, I pull it out of the water, I do it again.
yeah.
I too enjoy spinning the crankbait from time to time.
Yikes!
I caught every single one of them on a rooster tail. So
I mean, honestly, I can.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
I 100% understand the people who like to sit and toss a line in, given that it's the same thing we're doing here, just with a different hobby.
But
But
see,
yeah.
to me that's exactly the point. I can, if I just want to sit and do nothing, I can do that and not have to worry about a damned not worry about a damned lure.
Well, but at the same time, if you sit there and just hang out inside or do whatever, you don't have the possibility of delicious fish
Amen to that.
or being outside, which the outside part is a good bonus, at least for me. I enjoy the outside.
I can do the outside thing. Sit there.
I smoked quite a few turtles today too. But
Nice. I believe you're supposed to.
How tightly did you wrap them?
Yeah,
I don't know. They kind of went everywhere once they got hit.
there you go.
So hang on just a second, I'll mute myself.
Step back. Mute myself. Hey.
Get on up off the team. Yeah.
Get on up. Get on up. Get on up.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fishing person, but I've had quite a few entertaining afternoons or whatnot, just sitting there staring at a bobber. It's good. I enjoy it.
Hopefully, while you were getting bombed.
Huh?
Easy there.
No, it's with my buddy.
Was
My
his
buddy
name
Brandon.
Bob?
Huh?
Was his name Bob?
Neil,
Unfortunately not. Sorry, buddy.
See, if I'm gonna go out, like especially on a boat, I'd much rather be on a sailboat, sailing.
Sailing, take me away.
Chris is sailing away, setting open course for that other end of the lake. He wants to be over there. Yeah, dude.
And they give you a gun.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right.
Not for my singing abilities.
No.
Thank God.
They did that with Elvis, but not me. All right, there are my horses.
Oh, hey, he was only armed when he was sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. When he needed to be saved the most. All All right, that is my horses complete, or at least painted.
Okay.
I am back.
Hello, sir.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dude,
So were they all?
Wondering if
keepers,
I was talking
or-
to on the phone in the back bedroom.
Oh, yourself.
Yeah, she handed me half the Slim Jim, and I'm happy. So
Oh,
You
that's
got
a
a
good.
Slim Jim?
Damn.
yeah,
Did you snap into a
and
Slim
not as
Jim?
small one either. Yeah, it's one of those like big ones. It's got like the long-haired dude with the sunglasses on it.
Oh,
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Oh, that's what I can do.
All right.
There you go. That's understandable, Scala.
I'm going to catch up here real quick. Mike wants to know what type of primer Charles is using. Charles says, how about Sabrosa? Mike says it's only 7:45 over here. I'm only 12 minutes late on looking at this shit. Banana trees are actually bushes, right? Yeah, they're not trees. They're like a grass almost. YouTube advice, just get started. Don't over-perfectionize. Hard for me to give advice. I always have a hard time following my own advice. There you go.
You know what's an awesome YouTube channel? Charles.
Yeah, Charles has got a good channel. Whatever I find at any time, darn, now I can't find the black can. Oh, there you go. Oops, on my black, it's Rust-Oleum, but paint in primer. Damn, now I have 3 regiments on the paint table. I take back everything I said about Delish. I'm unsubscribing if McMurray keeps singing.
Yeah.
I would
can't
too.
blame you on that one. 100% understandable.
I can't unsubscribe from my own channel. Best to start with white primer when first learning speed paints, then later try black, gray, white, zenithal techniques later. Facts.
You can always do the black primer with traditional acrylic paints. Like that worked for us for decades, gentlemen. Like,
Andrew, what the hell are you doing?
me?
Yeah, you're clicking and popping.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that may be me.
I'm just standing here now. I have my water on.
No, it was Andrew because I heard it when he was talking just a second ago.
Yeah, I had my water on a minute ago, but now I'm just standing here drying a bowl with a towel, which I can't imagine is that entirely allowed. I'm deaf, but damn.
No, it's something electronic. Hold on, let me test something here.
Who knows? It's gone now. Oh. Well.
It may be Reese.
Okay,
It's all right. Reese, don't go anywhere. But yeah, so it occurred to me what I can do. I got a bunch of like beef that I made that kind of like kind of taco spiced, seasoned a little bit. But so I got that and a bunch of rice that I made because I basically eat the same damn thing every day, being beef and chicken or rice, or beef or chicken and then rice or something, or maybe a pasta. But it's good on like fajitas, which I made, or tortillas, which I made. I don't know, Chris. I don't really care. We're moving on.
You do you.
But I'm gonna put that and some rice into this. One of the most happy things I've discovered with cooking at home easily for myself is the silicone bowl.
Right.
It was pretty clutch, man. It means I can put all that stuff into the bowl and then crack eggs on top of it, and they don't stick. Which is some sort of like, I don't know, Chinese-made gremlinry, but I don't really give a shit 'cause it's awesome. Yeah. Jeffrey, how's the painting? Are you still doing the cantaloupes?
No, I'm painting. my camera not covering? Oh no, it's not. Is it?
Yeah, it's not easy, is it, Jeff?
No, I just forgot to look at it.
This is coming from the king of. I don't think you're painting. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I'm painting. Shut up.
No. Reese, what's currently on your painting table once you return home? You still doing the World War II?
He left.
Oh, dang. It's all right.
Oh, shit.
It seems like he has been doing the World War II and some Vietnam mixed in as well,
He's back.
which is always cool to see.
I heard my
Yeah, it
name
is.
and then it disconnected.
What are you painting on when you're home, Reese? Are you still doing the World War II, the airborne and stuff?
So I finished Airborne.
Okay.
I finished 2 squads of British infantry. I've got another squad of British infantry to finish, some British support troops, and then I got to rebase all of my Germans. So y'all have me for 5 minutes, by the way, and then I got to get out of here.
Reese's wife, he needs to stay longer.
McMurray wants me to go play.
I'm just directly addressing your wife.
Can
despite the fact
Reese
that
come out and play?
I'm sure she's
It's more like I got to put the
can't-
dogs to bed, but
Can't hear me. Well, that's okay. I want, like, you just read him a quick story, sing him a lullaby, and you're done.
Or put a sedative.
yeah.
in his
See, that works for Charlie, but Zoe needs a little extra love and attention. So
Yeah, that's when you use Jeff's solution.
That's why I got rid of all my kids on the black market.
We're talking state involvement all of a sudden. Okay.
we're not talking West Virginia tonight, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. The issue, Jeff, is that they don't have child protective services for dogs.
Well, then what's the holdup?
What's the whole? You make a good point. You make a good point. Oh, not that one. No.
Hang on, I found a beanbag chair. Maybe on longer.
Buddy, beanbag chairs are pretty awesome.
Oh, they are. I haven't sat one in years.
Are you sitting on a beanbag chair naked eating Cheetos? Yeah.
Is my mic on or something?
Yeah. No, your camera flipped on there for a second. Yeah. All we saw was pale and orange fingers.
Yeah.
No, I've got a T-shirt on. You would know if my camera flipped on.
and a dog.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
at least it wasn't a turkey this time.
Hey, there you go. Jeff would be delighted. Yeah, there you go, Charles. That's me, man. Figure, spray, paint. Yay. Amen, my man. Man, look at Jeff go on his 15s, man. Get it, buddy.
Man, with your eyes, you better step up the scale. You go 54s, you don't have to worry about all those tiny little details.
Oh, get fucked. This guy. This guy. You know the best
Hey.
thing to do with YouTube? Not do it, Reese.
Well,
Don't listen to him, Reese. Don't listen to him.
I don't know.
Quit spreading the disease that is 54 millimeter miniatures. Says the guy who's waiting on 54 millimeter miniatures to get to me from the UK. But that's not the point.
My wife is yelling, "Don't do it" in the background.
Don't do it. There you go. Yeah, see, Reese's wife says to stick with 15 millimeter also. She knows what God's scale is. You can't ask Todd, though, because God's scale switches every couple of months.
I
I
thought
heard
God's
Todd got
scale
thrown in
was
jail over there.
stack of counters.
I think Todd's chosen scale is back to 6.
6
Yeah, 6.
What's 1/600? Is 1/600 a 3 mil?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I'm doing my stuff in.
Oh, cool. My airplanes will have targets.
That's what I did all of my all that ACW stuff I was posting is 2 or 3 mil. Dude, Pico sells 1/600 ACW, like 3mm ACW with individual figures.
Yep.
Jesus. Big fan of the blocks from Irregular. I printed out a ton of 3D printed 3mm from Project Wargaming. But again, they're all individual figures, which means that trying to keep the ground painted in between them and also paint the miniatures is pretty tough. Like,
I heard there was a big 2mm Carthaginian Roman game at Salute this year that won all kinds of awards.
probably so. It's an impressive scale to see on the table when it's done. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can put 20,000 figures on the table without having to worry about it, right?
I'll stick with my 13-man sections in a destroyed building.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, like I was trying to think about that. The ACW game that I put on last Thursday had, let's see here. Where's my calculator? 36 times 56. Had 2,000 infantry on each side easily. Like, they obviously aren't individual figures, but that are represented with heads, right? I don't know. I kind of enjoy seeing, a company in the Civil War represented by 50-something dudes behind a guidon. That, I don't know. That makes me happy. And then you can form those companies into regiments. And yeah.
I get that. I mean, that's why I do aircraft in 3mm, is because they actually look like aircraft on the table, not, 2 balloons poking at each other at 2 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yes. Again, that's
I met up with some guys Thursday night. One of them is from Illinois. One of them is from just south of me. And I think we're going to try to get a gaming group together.
Nice. Whereabouts in Illinois? We can figure that out.
I'm evidently an hour away from Chris, and they've never met.
North, south, east?
No idea.
Do you remember the town-ish area?
He didn't say.
Okay.
It was a 45-minute meeting, and a very good meeting. But
that's pretty awesome. Man.
Had some things I needed to get done, and sadly I had to cut it short. But
well, that'll happen.
Uniform Gray, where are you, baby?
Is my dog messing with himself showing up on my mic?
Showing up on your mic?
Yeah, like can y'all hear that?
Is he like licking the microphone?
Okay, cool. No, I just wanted to
That's
make
probably
sure
what
that
we heard
wasn't coming
earlier.
over the airwaves. No, that wasn't. That was some sort of electric pop. But
Yeah, that's probably my microwave. My bad.
Oh, too much water.
but yeah, the plan is to drop my first. The plan is to drop my first battle report on June the 5th.
Oh boy.
The drop. The pre-drop.
Yes, the airborne drop.
Yeah.
Oh baby. Are you excited?
I am. I'm a little stressed. I have some serious work to do before then, but I will get it done.
Okay.
Don't stress.
I'm not going to stress.
That's for people like Jeffrey who have big channels.
Yeah, I got like maybe 1 subscriber right now.
Wait, do you have a channel up? Like, can we go subscribe to your channel?
I think so. I think you can click my name and subscribe. I don't know. I'm not going to rep myself because there's nothing there except a name and a bad logo that says E now instead of R.
I'm checking now. I'm checking right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah,
you've got
I'm on my
at
phone. I
least
got
like
no
3
access.
people doing that right now.
So, and are shorts hard to make?
No,
To be
I mean,
honest with
I
you,
know
I
back
feel
in the
like
day you just cut the legs off the jeans and it worked, but I mean, I don't know how you
yeah,
do
I was
that.
about to say I've never had any issues with them. Just get yourself
McMurray.
a reasonable pair of scissors.
Here we go.
Just get some jorts going on, some jams, something like that.
Yeah, dude, you don't have any jorts? You don't got any jorts? That's ridiculous. Jeff's got jorts. Don't tell me you live in West Virginia and you're not running around with jorts on.
I don't even know what that is.
Jean shorts. You know what jorts are. You know what jorts
I
are.
went through that phase, but I was in Germany when I went through that phase.
Yeah, the difference is
What
Reese
was
and my
the-
jorts
what was
clear
that,
our
Jeffy,
nuts.
like 1987?
From 1980 to 1987.
Okay, so I got that right.
Oh, yeah. See, the issue is, Reese, we know them as jorts. Jeff knows them as Daisy Dukes.
Oh, I
The
thought you
design
knew it
is
was
slightly
jams,
different.
or was that
Pretty
something
sure
different?
you don't look like Daisy Duke when you have yours on, Andrew.
The design is
Hey, you
slightly
ain't
different.
seen me.
Yeah, I'm going to say. Are you kidding me? I'd get in trouble.
Depends if I Depends if I'm cutting my Wranglers or my Levi's.
Yeah. I think it's some Walmart jeans. Let's see.
I'm losing my filter. I need to get off the air.
No, no such thing. No such thing. All right. No such thing. I'm about to say I just finished with fixing food. We're headed back to the table to plan. Whew, excuse me. My apologies. Not trying to sneeze into the mic here. Okay, so I've got, I think most of these dudes.
Andrew's been in the evidence locker again.
No.
it does not look like your channel is live, Reese.
Well, you also, I was about to say, most of the time you can't look up just people, right? Like you can't go follow McMurray on YouTube, even though there is a McMurray on YouTube. Like there's got to be something there.
No, it's right. That's what I'm saying. It's not a live account. Since there's nothing available, and he's gone. Since there's nothing available to show, it's not going to show up.
So I'm thinking I'm going to paint most of these guys like this boy, Jeffrey, but with different colored shirts and maybe a little bit different colored pants, although the pants seem to be not as varied. I'm thinking it's going to be brown, butternut, maybe some gray. And that's about it. What?
Army Painter Monster Brown.
I don't know that I have that. I don't think I do. I do not. But these guys are also not like the bulk of this painting is acrylic, is block and wash, not speed. I did the speed painter on the horses because I hate horses, but other than that, everything else is. So at least for the individual collections or periods and scales, I try to keep that relatively similar. Because otherwise, you get just drastically different aesthetics, and it looks kind of weird.
Hey, Reese, take the fucking microphone out of the goddamn lake you're fishing in, and we probably won't have that noise.
I like how you labeled your camera Reese Take 3. But yeah. What do you think, Jeffrey? Red shirts and some blues and greens and maybe a white or a yellow, maybe?
Why not? Go for it.
And then black hats with plumes on them?
Sure.
What color do you think I should make the plumes?
Pink.
All right. They're Confederates. I don't give a shit. I'll make them pink. You know what I really would like to do, but I don't want to paint a bunch of ACW and 28, is make one of the Southwest guys with the leopard skin chaps. That's always intrigued me.
I'm not quite sure. I want to even be aware of
Why it intrigues him.
Because they're fighting down near the Rio Grande, right? So there's leopards down there.
You're killing me.
And so instead of using leopard skin chaps used for riding around and fighting, not going down and grappling with the boys down at the banana hammock, Jeff.
Why did you point that one at me? I'm not the one who said that.
Oh, good night, Reese, buddy. Good to
Take
see
care,
you. Sorry
man.
about the connection. I know how that goes, bud. Yeah, Charles, that's it, man. That's exactly it. Green, gray, or blue. And the nice thing is with that, you can use contrast paints or speed paints on them, and that little amount of transparency really does a number to add some depth. Absolutely, man. You've seen my stuff. That's how it works. That looks great, especially when you get, again, a ton of them lined up on the table. Look at you go, Jeff. That looks awesome.
Oh man.
Exactly, Scala. Yeah. Because killing a leopard and then wearing the skin is badass. That's why.
Mike's missing another box of paints. Needs to get more
Yeah, I
organized.
saw that. Poor guy.
I know the feeling, sir. I know the feeling. And that feeling is a bag of ass. Which goes right into Scholar Gremlin's comment.
Yes. Actually, I believe in chaps, your ass is typically not bagged, but yes.
Right. Yeah, see, that's
Almost by definition.
Everybody says, oh, he's wearing assless chaps. Apparently, they don't know what chaps look like because, by definition, all chaps have no ass.
I was about to say, I believe assed chaps are called pants.
Exactly.
Dungarees.
No, Reese left.
Hey-o.
Zing. But yeah,
Got him.
exactly. Although, Walkabout's earlier comment about a naval brigade really gets me thinking. I need to do that because that would be awesome.
In what sense? What are we doing? Naval
15 millimeter ACW.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, they got a bunch of them on one of the minis plates. Yeah, 40 different naval STLs.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of naval STLs. Here's a bunch of them that I printed off from the esteemed Dr. Manley. Some smaller stuff. So you got a couple 90-day gunboats.
No, I'm talking about the sailors.
PD. Oh yeah, that too. Sorry.
I don't give a shit about the boats.
Why are you so angry?
Shit floats, so do boats.
But yeah, I was looking at those. And again, Chris knows that I have this weird thing. But I was also looking at getting a pack or two of Indian Mutiny British figures for an intervention force. But yeah.
Yeah, if it is a non-common era in history, you're going to be about it.
Well, again, that's the thing. It's still ACW. It's just what if the British had, decided, okay, we're going to protect our shipping somewhere or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's an uncommon happening.
Oh, yeah, it's some weird shit.
That's Mike. That's always a good thing, though. You got to keep the man cave organized, buddy.
Accurate.
I rearrange my room every 3 fucking months.
I'm the living embodiment of don't let your hobby area get out of control. Mike, I'd use one of the reds, man. Like, get after it, dude. Make it all bloody and jacked up, and I would assume Swamp Raptor is a dinosaur, right?
Ooh, fire giant orange.
If it is a dinosaur, totally put a Napoleonic guy on the back. Chris,
Well,
maybe that's why. What's up?
Oh man. Oh shit. No, we're good. Okay. I am only going to get section 2 done tonight,
Nothing wrong with that.
but it's probably the most difficult. Or I don't want to say difficult. It's the part, or it's the section that's got the most repetition on it.
That's fair. Big ass dinosaur. I like it, Mike. Yeah, but
Because
think
right
about it,
now,
Chris.
what's that?
Think about it. In the past, you'd knock out a sub on one of these streams.
So I'm currently right here on this section. I'm building the gun tubs.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of building a single quad mount, they made 2 twin mounts that now have to be put together.
Yeah.
Jackasses.
That's what
Go ahead.
That's what keeps the cost down.
Yeah. So,
And imagine how much of a disaster it would be trying to get a quad off the frame without breaking it. I bust those Trumpeter doubles all the time. I think my hood has got a couple, or at least one of its quad or double tubs are singles put together. Because I kept breaking stuff.
shit. Fire. Save the matches.
Uh-oh. Man. That is a pretty back of a head.
The ball spot.
Oh, no.
Boop.
That's the head of a damn fine golfer.
Not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
All I did was give money away. It's okay. They know to stay away from me come about June when I'm on fire.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to say you'd still kick the shit out of Chris and I at golf, so whatever. Good call, Mike.
For the inside the mouth of my swamp raptor is okay. Yeah.
Orange or the red wash would probably get a really cool depth on it.
Yeah, you could. Swamp raptor for Jargono from Shadows of Brimstone. Big ass dino.
Mike, you got to post pictures of that thing on the Discord. That sounds awesome.
It does. It does a lot.
Okay.
So the problem is, while I've got a shit ton of 10-inch guns extra, I don't have any 40 millimeter tubs extra.
Did you say 10-inch?
5-inch
Oh, okay.
is what I meant to say. I might have said 10-inch. I
You
meant
did.
5.
You did.
You're good. You used to have me confused as to which Texas you had because the other Texas had 12-inch guns.
Right?
Yeah, it had two 12s and then a bunch of 6.4s and 6s. I think it was, or no, it was two 12s and all 6s, wasn't it?
I think so.
I believe the main deck 4.5 spine guns were 6s in addition to the casements, which theoretically it breaches the subject of a really, despite the fact that it's not even really a pre-dreadnought, it does have that unified main armament without having like a bunch of tertiary and whatnot. I don't know, whatever.
So here's an interesting point on the first USS Texas. First American battleship commissioned as USS Texas. She was laid down on my birthday in 1889.
Nice. Nice. I think your mom was thinking about that.
Probably so. Let's see. She could pull 17.8 knots.
Yep.
Honestly, not that much slower than BB-35. I think she maxed out at 21.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smoly! I would have thought at least 23 or 4. But that's
She
surprising.
had 2 single 12s, 4 single 6s, and then another 2 single 6s, and then 12 single 57 millimeter 2.2 inch guns.
Yeah,
quick
so
fire
those
6-pounders.
the 4 were in the casements, two at the bow, 2 at the stern, and then the other 2 6s were those ones that were under the they were right on the spine,
Right,
4 and
on
a
the
half.
deck.
Yeah, right under those decks, which are really cool.
She also carried 4 1-pounders, 37 millimeters.
Yeah. Did she have underwater torpedo tubes? I would assume
4 of
so.
them.
Okay, I was about to say I would assume so.
Yeah. Also, 6 1-pounder guns, whatever a fucking 1-pounder is.
With
37 millimeter.
Probably so. Pretty close to it. Especially at that point in time. I was about to say a British 2-pounder was essentially a 40, or 37, but that also was a significantly longer projectile as opposed to the 37 millimeter of the Texas at the time.
She was commissioned in 1895. It took them 6 years to build it.
Yep. Dog, the U.S. had no idea how to build battleships, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just look at that thing. Yeah.
Apparently, their torpedoes originally sucked too.
Oh, they sucked
Well,
all
at
the
that
way
point
up
in
until
time,
about
they were using-
1943.
I was about to say, at that point in time, they were using Whiteheads. So it was before the Mark 14 came in and just ruined U.S. torpedoes. But yeah. Again, in World War I, the U.S. didn't have massive torpedo problems. Chris, we were talking about Mace Windu. Here he is.
Oh, there you go. Very cool.
Okay. All right. So I don't think I need to paint shirts first. I should probably paint pants and everything first.
That'll work good, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Orange with the red wash? Absolutely. That's the way to go there.
Yeah, Chris, that's walkabout. That's part of the fun of this. That being said, again, I know we've talked about this. I don't know what it is about 15 millimeter ACW, but I cannot cut through it as quick as World War II and all the other 15s that I do. But that's okay. Actually, you know what we're going to try, Jeff?
Mm.
We're going to try cutting through these a little quicker. We're going to try doing snake bite leather on the saddles here.
Right.
And then we will pick out the individual pieces of equipment on the saddle, like the bedrolls and whatnot, with their own individual colors. But in the meantime, we're going to try and just do snake bite on the whole, or the leather overall, so we can catch the chaps and the saddle all in one color that we can then add or change if we need to.
That really chaps my ankles.
What?
That really chaps my ankles.
Oh, I'm sure it does, buddy. I'm sure it does. And I did it just for you. Uh-oh, we're running low on paints. I might have to run out to game night at 8380 Watson tomorrow, maybe even Miniature Market. Restock on some of these here paints.
The Miniature Market on Manchester is just up the road from where my great-great-grandfather lived for a while.
Yep.
In beautiful Winchester, Missouri.
Yep. That it is, man.
What is
It's
with
quite
Facebook
close.
and the refresh lately?
What?
What's that?
Facebook's they must be going through some changes at Facebook.
You mean like staff-wise or programming?
No. Technicals, because I had that problem, last month with the notifications thingy, and now they're having, like when I refresh the page now, it doesn't like to refresh like normal. It goes black screen and pretty much nothing. Doug Murphy, today's a good day to recognize some more games. Do you spot any you like in the pile? Yeah, I take the Shiloh and Gettysburg game. Oh, broadsides.
Oh, that's what I was talking about, Jeffrey. I think I'm going to spend most of June playing ACW board games to then get ready for playing kind of a deluge of Gettysburg games at the end of June, start of July.
Right?
What?
Like Gettysburg Hex Encounter games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure.
Like the intermediate version of Gettysburg, the Cross 5 Aprils version, the Blue and Gray Cemetery Hill, the C3I. Yeah, man. And then we can have a Gettysburg blowout and talk about all of them. And then you can talk about, 3 days at Gettysburg or whatever monster you're playing. Is there a Gettysburg? I would assume there's a Gettysburg GBACW.
Oh yeah, that's volume number 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Gee, imagine that.
Is there a Gettysburg GCACW?
Yeah. Yep. And there's a Gettysburg CWBS. Yeah, Roads to Gettysburg, Roads to Gettysburg 2. Dude, I don't even know how many Gettysburg games I got. I mean, Avalon Hill only made like 6 different versions.
Yeah, right. I told you I almost got another copy of D-Day.
Right.
Yeah, almost. I didn't, but almost.
Oh, I had to do yesterday I did my Charles S. Roberts.
Oh, your Jeffy Fancy Boy stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Are you allowed to talk about it, or will Gary get angry at you?
No, he said he didn't want anybody sharing the link or anything. I just said that I did my voting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of the games, it's kind of hard to vote on games that you've not even seen.
I'm about to say, aren't they mainly games that come out like this year?
Mike, you just gave me an idea of a show you and I can do together. Just got to figure out when to do it.
What's
How many
that?
Gettysburg games you got, Mike?
I've got an answer to that question. You're not gonna like it.
You have 0.
Yep.
I'm about to say, I think I have 5.
You might have one on your birthday, though, right?
Shit. What
You might have one on your birthday, right?
is Across 5 Aprils have a Gettysburg in it?
It does. It's quite a fun Gettysburg, to be honest with you.
Did
I
I
really
buy it?
enjoy playing that.
Mike, maybe
Yes.
that's what we'll do. You and I'll get together and we'll do a Gettysburg Hex Encounter or Gettysburg board game talk about.
Brother, didn't I just say that like fucking 4 or 5 minutes ago?
No,
You're killing me, Jeffy.
I didn't hear you say anything about Gettysburg.
I just 100% said I was going to play like 4 or 5 Gettysburg games that we could talk
Right.
about.
Yeah, but I've been talking about me and Mike doing a show over the last couple of weeks, and I'm trying to think of what he and I could do. That'd be a good one because I know he's got a lot of games. So break them out, Mike. Get them in a big stack, and
Jeffrey, if you had to play one Gettysburg game other than Great Battles, what would it be?
oh Lord.
Can't be Great Battles. So I know that's your answer.
Well, I know, and there's 3 versions in the Great Battles of the American Civil War. So I'll even disclude Terrible Swift Sword. So
I was about to say, isn't Terrible Swift Sword a Gettysburg game?
the originals. Probably. Well, I guess since you narrowed the okay. Well, then I'd have to go over to Line of Battle.
Okay.
Yes.
What?
Or Civil War Brigade Series.
Okay, and what are those 2 called?
Line of Battle from MMP is called Last Chance for Victory.
Okay.
And then Civil War Brigade Series is called Thunder at the Crossroads.
Okay. And what's good / unique about each of those systems that made you choose them?
Well, because I want massiveness, details.
Okay, but what makes you choose those 2 over a different big detailed game?
There aren't really no other. That's pretty much it. I mean, I got a couple other older ones, but they wouldn't, which are good. Like that Fateful Lightning I played was a good game, but
Okay.
not enough repetitive play in that.
All right.
Okay.
It is
Civil War Brigade Series would be the funnest one.
she's all set. She's
Mike, I was talking about we'll just show them. I'm not going to, going into details on them and everything.
she's all put together.
No, she's
all-
all shirts on it.
Whole wise.
Nice. I like it. I like it. The fun part is that that BB-1 Battleship Texas or USS Texas
Yeah.
is the same scale, and it's a whopping like 5.5 inches long.
There
Cigar
you go.
battle match. Forget
Check
it.
that out. So here is here the USS Texas on the bottom. Sitting on top of it is a Typhoon class Soviet ballistic missile sub. It's a big fucking submarine.
It's a big fucking submarine. Are those still the largest subs that were ever made, or has
Yeah.
that been supplanted? Okay.
No, they are still massively ginormous.
I'm about to say, I want to say that's why they were or are being phased out of service, isn't it? Because they're just,
They are I think they are completely out of service now.
yeah, because they're just too much to deal with.
Yeah.
Like too great an
they're-
investment to just lose.
Yeah. I always thought it would have been cool to take one strip out all the missile tubes on it, and fill that area with a
Bunch of strippers.
well, that too.
Okay.
We'd call it the Jeff boat.
Yeah, dude.
But take out all the missile tubes here, and make all of this hangar space, and have an elevator here and an elevator here to be able to bring up VTOL aircraft. That way, you got a submersible aircraft carrier. You could probably fit about a half dozen of flankers on there. I think the flanker is their VTOL.
Just imagine if it was a reasonably sized aircraft, since the Russians/Soviets have had real issues with that recently.
Yeah. Okay, let's.
Because all stealth aircraft are essentially the size of a Walmart. Yeah.
Let's see if I can't get Bofors on here. God.
If you can't get both of them, try and get one. Hey-o.
Ah!
That was good. That was halfway.
Hey-o.
Oh, man.
Jeff, how are your Confederates coming along?
They're still in line. The Yankees
Good,
haven't
good.
broke them up yet.
Good. They haven't come up on the peach orchard yet. Man, I got so excited. I'm sure I'm going to wind up with that Sickles bust, but
I got all kinds of them.
what's up?
It's the wrong brush I'm using for this little piece here. Let's go with this one.
Well, dang, these guys are actually coming along pretty quick. I'm not going to lie to you. We're cutting right through these. I think it's the painting with Jeffy that's helping out. You're a magical individual, buddy.
Painting with Jeffy.
Yeah, man.
Come on, damn it.
Show.
Grr.
That would be quite a good show. I'd regularly tune into Painting with Jeffy.
Set it aside.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Urbaderp.
There we go. All right.
Herbaderpaderp.
One thing about painting with regular paints that has an advantage over speed paints is you can fix your mistakes easier.
Absolutely, you can.
I normally just embrace my mistakes. Shit. Grabbed the wrong one. Okay. Let's set that one back aside.
We're not making mistakes, Jeff. We're making happy little accidents.
Well, but I'm not too happy about accidents when I make them.
Everybody embrace your inner wapple.
Yep. By the way, if James does somehow, some way end up watching this,
We're pulling for you, buddy.
our condolences for to you and your family for the loss. Well, shit, fire, save the matches.
I feel like if you're shitting fire, you don't have to worry about matches, buddy. It's coming out anyhow.
He started off a lot of campfires tonight.
He has, man. Chris has been lighting campfires left, right, and center.
Okay, we are going to be done with these for tonight because I want to let them dry. I'm not going to put them in that. God no.
What are they?
Dry. The gun tubs.
Oh, okay.
I do have one complete.
Oh, you're using plastic cement, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to let them dry overnight.
That makes sense.
Let me make this one F2 and D7.
Kingfisher?
No, it's 2 parts. One is an F2 part, one's a D7 part.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. It sounds like an aircraft, though. I don't know why a fighter would be on a battleship. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. The Brits did that for a minute, didn't they? Didn't they put some Supermarine Spitfires on some of their stuff?
It's a possibility. Honestly,
I doubt it. That seems like it would require far more of a runway than a battleship could afford. I doubt it.
They did like that walrus, though.
Accurate. Man, see, Scala, walkabout, that's what we're talking about, man. You guys can just sit here, hang out, blow through piles of unpainted stuff, man. That's what we're doing. I'm cutting through it pretty good. I'm quite happy.
Almost done. Flesh on 3 regiments, and I feel like I just started. Man, these nights are just sitting and painting while listening to you guys chat. I've been blown through my pile of gray.
That's the idea, buddy.
El Jefe Pintor, Jeffy's new channel.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. I like it a lot. Jeff, should I give a couple of these guys blue pants?
That's what I'm doing. I got some on these guys. Reb's wearing light blue.
That seems dirty, but that's all right. We'll do it. Ooh, that was way too much blue. Okay. Oh, I can't start singing or Scal is going to leave and unsubscribe, and I can't have that. We're in the business of gaining subscribers, not losing them here, boys.
Shit, I've lost 5 this week.
I'm back down to 360.
What did you do?
It's probably because I didn't do anything.
Really?
Good. It stayed.
Jeffy's got a bunch of fair weather fans, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeffrey.
Usually if I lose 5, somewhere along the line I'll get 10 more.
It's a good way to look at it.
All right. I'm going to push on. If y'all are still willing to stay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm going to push on to the next thing.
Yeah, man, we're getting stuff done tonight, Chris. We're doing work. We're doing work. Our listeners are doing work. We're getting after it.
These are all Fs.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there's a country in Africa that starts with every letter of the alphabet except for K?
Okay. What do you mean, Kenya?
Can you suck on these nuts?
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm sorry, buddy. I apologize.
Don't you find it interesting that I even knew that?
That I was going to say D's nuts?
No, that I knew Kenya?
No, you're an educated man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This blue tack is having real troubles with the cavalry models. Okay, that being said, I got blue on my brush, so I'm going to highlight some pants here real fast.
Andrew Mike is for the experiment wet blend orc skin onto metallic green for Swamp Raptor Tiger Stripes. Hey, that sounds
do it, man.
tips.
I really need to finish my colored mixture formulas. Everybody a fucking copy.
Mike's got fucking his flux capacitor working over here.
Okay, C24 on C37.
So for those of you that don't know that paint World War II stuff, I mixed up a bunch of formulas with the speed paints to get proper military colors, or at least something close.
Did a
But
pretty damn good job of it too.
I haven't bothered to put it on paper yet, so I mean, I have the formulas on paper. I just haven't put on paper which ones they go to.
Have not released that information to the general public. It's on a need to know basis right now.
It's on a need to do basis.
Well, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but that's all right.
Now, Mike, if you can do that wet blending, obviously the way it's supposed to be done with the first layer still actually wet on the model, which would mean using medium, I think you can do it with the speed paints.
We making these pants extra bluey, Jeffy, extra bluey.
Sorry for the dead air.
Oh, you're good.
We're all concentrating really hard on what we're doing right now.
That we are. It's good. It's good. We're rolling. We're rocking and rolling. Our listeners are rocking and rolling. It's a good time. Like, we're all in the zone. We're painting. Chris is painting. Scala Gremlin's painting. Mike is getting after it. Mike's painting. I'm sorry. He was painting dinosaurs.
Rawr.
Yeah,
So,
it's awesome.
Snapping orcs around the table.
He is. He's fixing some orcs, I'd imagine, by this point. But yeah. Fine, dear listeners. I'm happy that you guys are doing every bit as well as we are here. We're getting, again, the where you get light blues on these guys, like on the pants, the washes can look really, really dirty, like a little extra dirty for wool or, fabric pants.
Yeah.
Like to the point where somebody's probably going to get chewed out for how nasty their pants are. So I'm just coming back and giving it a little bit of a cleanup, a little lightening, so that it looks like it's more light playing off of them as opposed to the pants being just covered in coal dust.
Mike said if Jeff shares that with Army Painter, they have a new paint team and they might make a military colors line. That would be cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to see Army Painter do that.
I'm about to say that's
Vallejo's the only one that does it.
Yeah, that's certainly Vallejo territory. It'd be cool to see them bust into that. I know that they were doing 80 million like custom paint sets for people. With the it seemed like for a minute there, every fantasy, thing that Wizards of the Coast made had a custom paint set. Whether it was just packaging colors they had, or I don't know if they are new colors or relabeled colors, but you get my point. They were really getting after it there.
God damn, I missed a jacket on another guy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Painted a different color. It's all right.
Boom. Superstructure.
Shazam. I just have kind of an okay structure.
There you go.
Nice. I like it.
Well done.
Okay, set that aside. All right. C11, 5, 22, and 13. Is this C? This is
Thought
C,
you were reading out my grades from high school.
right?
Um,
C5.
hit. You've struck your battleship.
Something like that.
Okay, even worse. I painted the back part of his jacket, but I didn't paint his chest.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
11 and 13.
I hate painting boots.
Painting what?
Boots.
Yup. See? Now you get it, man. You want a hint?
Well, I'm painting them, so shut up.
Okay.
I know your philosophy.
You're going to get covered up.
No, not when I apply Hexy professional basing.
What are you guys fighting on Gettysburg National Battlefield as it is today?
Mhm.
All state park cut and trimmed and stuff?
Pretty green.
Pretty green's fine. I'm talking about how it's cut down to the point where you can see their brogans. That's what I'm confused about.
So, the first weekend of June
Is
is we have at the local reservoir a Civil War weekend.
nice. That's also command con and barracks battles down here in the St. Louis area for any of you guys who might be local and looking to get some good historical gaming in. The local Big Muddy guys will certainly be doing that. Very good games every year.
Where is that? Where is that going to be located?
Collinsville
Okay.
at Dicon. Very good games last year.
And then what? Where in Collinsville?
The convention center.
Okay.
Yeah, very good games last year. I think this year they were asking, or Kevin was asking me, Chris, I think I told you this, about putting on the Spanish-American War naval game at Archon this year
Yeah.
because they're trying to break historicals in there. He was quite excited about that when I
That'd be
spoke
cool.
to him Thursday.
That would be cool.
It would. I would be quite happy to do that. Quite excited.
I do have to admit that I do have a slight amount of Schadenfreude when it comes to the Heart of America Historical Miniatures Gaming Society.
Why is that?
Oh, they're the ones that run.
Pete.
They're the ones that run.
Recruits?
No.
Midwest Game Fest?
They're already out, Mike.
Border Wars.
Oh, Border Wars.
I've already got Speed Paints 2.0, Mike.
So that's the thing, though, right? Like, anytime you get an organization like that, just like Big Muddy, it's Like, they're old lazy guys and everybody hates them for it. But what all that is it's an organization that would be very easy to make not shitty.
Yeah.
As long as you come in and you're motivated and you want to, do good things. But everybody always gave the big muddy guys shit about it. And then, some of us said, okay, well, we're going to put on games. We're going to have fun and it's going to be good. And it is. Like, Kevin and Dave and those guys have done a great job of turning it around. And I'm happy to be, helping them do that.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that Border Wars could be a fun convention that everybody would enjoy going to. That wouldn't replace recruits by any means. You can't ever replace recruits, but that could certainly provide a worthwhile alternative, maybe.
Right.
But
a lot of the problem with HAMGS is that the people that run it are genuinely not nice people.
Well, I understand that, but that's my point, is that they're also fucking old and decrepit, and it's as easy as, hey, I'm going to show up and play cool games, and there we go. Because even fucking Harold and his crotchety ass, when you've got a group of people that are having fun and playing a game, it doesn't matter. Like, he's asked me to go to Border Wars every time I've seen him, despite the fact that you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Right. It's easy to say we don't like those guys. Fuck those guys. We're not going to help those guys. We're going to play with those guys. But at the same time, like, I get it. That's understandable. Like, there's a history there. But
Mike, you're right. Complete set. I forgot that hadn't come out yet.
But yeah, just it's an opportunity that it's sad to see missed. That's all. Okay, so I got all the pants painted. Pants are painted. I guess that means I need to jump to shirts. We're gonna do a bunch of them in red. We'll do some of them in blue, right, Jeffy?
Mm-hmm.
Gorilla shirts, red and blue.
Okay.
What if we did this like wildy blue? This ethermatic blue.
That's it.
I wonder what that'll look like on this tan.
No.
You think yellow's an okay color, Jeff?
Huh? Why not? Girls wore just about anything.
You know these are Secesh, right?
I don't know what you're painting.
Gorillas.
All right. That's how it goes. Okay. Are you eating your cinnamon toast crunch?
I am.
Every day, buddy, right? That's the bedtime snack, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know our Jeffy or do we know our Jeffy?
We know our Jeffy. How's our how are our viewers painting coming? How's it going? We got Chris and Mike and Scala. How is the progress, gentlemen?
Yes, please share. Please share.
Hopefully we're rolling right along, because I know that we all are. Well, Jeffy's on a temporary hiatus, but that's all right. He's got to get his his food into him so that he can kick ass at golf in the morning. You playing golf in the morning, Jeff?
I need to, and they want me to, so it's gonna be nice tomorrow too. And I don't like leaving the golf course after shooting a bad round and not going back the next day and playing.
Well, there you go, buddy. Get after it. Go back tomorrow and kick the shit out of everybody.
Fix it.
I believe in you. I think you can. I know Chris thinks you can.
Oh, I know he can.
Hey, man, see?
There's no thinking. There's no one.
Yep. I like my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Mike.
It's the only cereal he buys and eats. Stop being a dick.
I'm trying, but I'm not good at it. Jeffrey, I'm happy you've rekindled my happiness with ACW, buddy. Oh, God.
I had that effect on people.
It's a good one. You're good at inspiring people to enjoy and play ACW. You had Todd playing GC ACW and, like, giggling.
Uh-huh.
That was damn impressive.
You got across 5 Aprils.
Dog, I greatly enjoy that game, and you know it. Yeah. So that system and Blue and the Gray
Right.
are of a pretty equivalent, crunchiness, difficulty, whatever you want to call it, complexity. But I think I kind of prefer Across 5 Aprils a little bit.
What do you write, Telemachus?
What?
Asking a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He said, let's see. Mandarin Mike says, given my addiction, he's ordered the complete set. Walkabout Games. Chris Long says he's finished. Blue Pants. Now on to bedrolls. Mandarin Mike says my wife eats cereal at night as a nighttime snack also. Painted some earlier today. I tend to write at night instead. I just get funny at night from Telemachus. And then Skylar Gremlin says, finish another squad of Jim Hadar tonight. Getting ready to model up some more minis and then paint them out. Nice.
That's a good question, Jeff. What are you writing on there, Telemachus? That sounds pretty entertaining.
Best part about eating cereal is drinking the milk that's left.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
I always really liked Fruit Loop and Frosted Flake.
Are you a journalist type writer, Telemachus?
Son of a biscuit munching piece of monkey humping shit.
Oof.
Track things, or are you talking about like I know at work when I have ideas for something I want to do with the mapping or something, I jot it to a notepad and I put like an open square box next to it to check it off whenever I get around to doing it.
That's smart. That's pretty outstanding, Jeff.
Like a creative task list.
Yeah.
Task list.
We need to have like career advice with Jeffy Day.
Right?
because that's pretty outstanding.
Campaigns for games, rules that will never see the light of day, but not stories. Okay, all right. Yeah, but you know what? Little small bites of narrative actually make for great stories because it's so open ended from the front and back that anybody that reads it, their minds can just go in so many directions. Oh shit! Did I major in philosophy or something?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
What the hell happened to me? I must have read something smart tonight.
Yeah, somebody get Jeff a can of Manwich and a fucking Big Mac ASAP. All this healthy food is going to his head.
Mm.
He needs a McChicken and yikes. Jeff, you ever make a McBitchin?
A McBitchin?
Yeah.
Ptolemycus, I'm starting to get intrigued here by your process of the day. I'm like you. I'm on a computer all day, too. My boss gets pissed off at me, too, because about every 30, 35 minutes, I got to get up and wander around, or else I get a headache.
See, you probably wouldn't get mad at you if you put your pants back on.
Well, I'm back in a corner by myself. Oh, that's why he's going to put me back into general population when we move. So I'll start wearing clothes.
Told Micus I'd read your stories if you put them on a blog or some such. And your campaign ideas for sure.
And I'm sure you mean campaigns ideas for miniatures. I think as each month goes by, I get a little slightly more interested in you guys that just do miniature stuff.
It's a fun hobby, dude. I don't think that's the color I want, Jeff. That blue right there.
Right.
On camera, it looks not too weird, but it's real like aquamarine in person.
What, the blue on the third horseman?
No,
No, don't use that. That looks they would Maybe an Indian would have had colors like that on something in that time period.
Yeah, but these aren't Stan Wadies, guys. These are regular guerrillas.
Oh,
Like Missouri State Guard cavalry.
Presupposition. Okay, nice. It's interesting. Very interesting, Ptolemycus.
oh. Current writing project is hard to explain. I don't know what it is. Maybe like a game scenario, but not for tabletop games. History supposition. Yeah, that's cool.
Sounds like a Kriegspiel type thing, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right. So,
Time to go for some greens, baby.
You ought to put a few pieces of it on the Discord. Let's see what you got.
Whatever it is, we'll play the hell out of it. Make it some weird shit, Telemachus, like, lake combat during World War I in East Africa or something. Or British intervention force in the ACW.
I'm amazed that nobody has. Well, I mean, you can have it in that Civil War game that's Chris playing, but it's just abstracted. But nobody's ever made like an operational game for American Civil War where the British did come in.
Oh yeah,
that would be interesting to see.
It would. It would be interesting to see if it's set in 1861 or 1863.
And whether or not the Union Navy would even let them get into the.
Well, that's the thing. If it's set in 1863, then I think the Union Navy's not going to have to worry about the British.
Chris, read chat. Scalagram.
We need a ramble concept half-baked idea channel in the Discord. All right, done.
But yeah, Jeff, because I mean, I can't imagine the British being able to send any sort of anything to the Confederacy after 1862.
Well, I still, even though Gettysburg the movie has a lot of bullshit in it, but it's a Gettysburg movie where Longstreet tells what's his name from the Coldstream Guard that they would never come in. Or no,
Yeah.
Jimmy Garnett says they'll never come in and support us. I tend to believe that. I don't think it ever would have happened. I don't think.
Again, it certainly
would. Britain out of here how many times before?
What's up?
How many times did we throw Britain off the continent?
Half and once. But my point is just so the Southern War Aims from the get-go had slavery as a central part. And I know that you're going to argue with me, but it's as easy as reading your own articles of succession. It's that easy. The British couldn't. The British probably could have ignored that because the British ignored a lot of things in their, foreign policy and what they consider to be the colonies in the first part of the 19th century. But as soon as the Emancipation Proclamation hits, and then all of a sudden Northern war aims are also shifted squarely onto slavery as opposed to, preserving the Union, what have you, then I'd say it's even more that's not even a possibility. You know what I mean?
Right.
As much as
Ptolemaios, Scala Gremlin, and Chris Long. The other people I already know about them. Do you guys play any Hex Encounter or board type war games? I mean, like the stuff that I play, but maybe not as heavy. Or you play anything like that? Even Axis and Allies, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I got, I have 2 games set up on my tables here, and I feel like if I don't touch one of them for like 2 or 3 days, I feel like I'm dishonoring the Hex Encounter world.
what?
My Hex games, if I have them set up and I don't play for 2 or 3 days, I feel like I'm dishonoring or betraying the Hex Encounter world.
Oh. Is it because you don't want to play them or you just don't have enough time to play them?
No, just sometimes you don't, it takes, it's funny too, because this Napoleon one I'm playing that I'm really enjoying the shit out of,
Huh?
I won't touch it for a couple days, and sometimes you got to get yourself motivated to do it. But then I sit down and I start moving those counters on that game, I just start grinding right along.
I gotta say, I know you're having a ball with that game.
And I hope I get dibs on all the other he's got 4 more he's working on.
4 Napoleonic games?
Yeah, this guy worked on the La Bataille system.
No, I know. I didn't realize he was going full blown with lock and load. That's all.
Right.
Good for you.
Here. Oh, Jim, I know Orscani Jim. Yeah, he's what is he popular for? Because I know his name, and I remember having to look after him for something that he did. And then let's see, Telemachus used to solo. What did you solo? Do you remember? Do you have any titles? And Scala, you say you haven't played in a zillion years, but Avalon Hill, okay, all right. Let me guess, Squad Leader? Or Kingmaker or Diplomacy or something like that?
War at sea. War at sea. War at sea.
See, we're finding out things now about the viewers here. So,
Yeah, dude, our viewers are fucking awesome.
Steve Willard. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve, what's up, buddy?
Stevie!
Hey, Steve, what's up? Yeah, we're painting all kinds of stuff, man. I'm painting Missouri Civil War now.
Well,
I'm getting
I'm building a World War II battleship, but yeah.
Yeah, Chris is doing boats, but we knew that. I'm painting Missouri Civil War stuff, probably to play maybe even at Battles and Brews. I'm not sure. It seems like Battles and Brews in Independence would be a good, cool place to play some ACW, Chris.
I think you're right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to work on it, and I'm gonna have to get it rolling, especially given how busy my month of June usually is. But we can certainly get it done.
Which one, Chris Long? God, there's so many I've got that I play. Oh, you're playing that one that I was demoing. They keep sending me keys. He messaged me the other day about that Rule the Waves, I think it's the third edition. He sent me Paulo from Panther and Matrix Games.
I saw that.
He sent me an email saying, do I want a key to test play that one? And I was honest with it. I said, no, it's naval, and I probably wouldn't do it any justice.
You're killing me, Jeffy. That looks like a super cool game.
With him. I won't play one.
That's the one that's 1890 to 1980, right?
The Rule of Waves is World War II, World War I, World War II, I think, isn't it? I don't know. I never. RVT plays it. Let's see. I played SS America, alternate timeline. Germans won and landed in the U.S. also. World in Flames. Oh wow, World in Flames. Shit, you weren't a light gamer, that's for sure. Empire in Arms. Oh my god, I got the rules to that sitting right over here. A buddy of mine and I, he's got a bunch of copies of it we were going to play, but it was so deep, nobody had time to learn the rules. Those are serious games. SS America. That's you're not talking about. Well, the only one I can think about is the SPI game. What was it called? Where the America got invaded. I can't remember what it was called. But it was a good game. Invasion America. That's what I was thinking of. Scala. See, we played till like 30. Can't remember any of their names, but I do remember spending an entire weekend over to Buddy's place to play one turn of a game called Europa. Yeah, okay. All right.
Jeffy's got Europa games.
Valor and Victory. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Yeah. Ty Bomba. There's the name boy that's been around. He puts out a lot of games, and a lot of people bash him because I'm not even sure what it is they're bashing him about, but
Oh. So I'm taking a break here because I'm getting frustrated and my back is hurting. What would you had suggested rounds for my 3mm stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, McMurray, me. You fucking muppet.
Yeah, I tend to do that because when facing isn't a huge issue, rounds tend to work better on the table. For facing, it really doesn't matter in terms of like storage.
Right.
But especially on the table, I like how rounds work.
They look I don't know, they look kind of better.
They do. They don't necessarily stand out as hard on the tabletop.
Yeah.
They're just a little softer on your eye. Also, I take that back. For storage, they are easier as well. But yeah, they're a little more forgiving on the storage as opposed to if you have square bases and you don't line them up perfectly. They're just a pain in the dick.
Chris Long, there's something that Jim does specifically too. I mean, I know he does a lot of, but there is it a game series that he's specifically involved in? Because I know damn well I remember having this discussion about this with somebody, and his name came up, and there's like a specific game system or something he's got his hands in. Or...
You need to let him recover. He fell out of his chair.
You know where I got that Muppet shit from, right?
Gordon Ramsay?
No, Klaus Kellerman, World of Tanks, his YouTube channel.
Yeah. We actually have 8 people watching right now.
Stevie, you still in here, buddy?
Yeah, he asked, are those for a B&B game? Actually, we think he is going to do a 15 millimeter
ACW
game.
I need to figure out terrain. That's going to be my biggest hang up, Steve. But yes, these are bushwhackers. They are 15 millimeter Confederate bushwhackers, probably for bigger battles if I can get enough painted. It depends. I've got, as you know, I've got a ton of stuff to put on if I want to put it on. I don't like repeating games necessarily, and I tend to like doing very, very different things each time just to kind of exhibit how much variety and versatility you can get out of the rules. But yeah, it also kind of depends on if Jay's putting anything out in particular, then I'll probably run with that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up another copy of Reloaded and see what kind of Reloaded stuff I can chuck into bigger battles. Although I do enjoy doing horse and musket with bigger battles. I know I got a couple months, Steve. I tend to be real busy in June, though.
You know what? I might. I started thinking about what I could take, and at first I thought, might do the Arena of Blood with Star Wars, but then I started thinking, man, I gotta print a Django Fed, and I gotta find I gotta download that Mace Windu and paint him up, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make it, work with laser guns. And I thought to myself, I have a shit ton of 6 millimeter M60s, M1s, T72s, and T55s already painted.
Yes, you do.
Why don't I do bigger battles with that, using the armor, using armor out of
Clyde Skiros?
Battlesuit Alpha.
Oh, okay, there you
go. So I might do that, or I just might not do a Wily game at all and figure out how to play Cotton Sonar and bring my submarines.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really damn cool.
So, or I might do both.
That is not something you get to see very often. Yeah, I'm about to say, you could always do both.
So,
especially if Con Sonar isn't particularly intensive on stuff you need to bring.
6 submarines.
Well, yeah, exactly. That was the nice thing about my. That was the nice thing about my little airship game with starfighters.
Yeah,
was that whole thing fit in a shoebox.
Yep. So,
which I was a big fan of for taking to recruits because it meant I didn't have to haul a bunch of stuff in from the parking lot and any of that.
Right.
Jeffrey, I'm trying to make you proud here, buddy. I'm hoping you're going to like these guys when they're done.
I'm always proud of you, Andrew. Always proud.
I wouldn't go that far. I piss you off a lot, but, you know. I got both the...
Jerry Todd, the Ulan Games, he commented on my Facebook or the miniatures. He says, "You doing a reenacting sim?" He just lives over the border here from me.
And which one? Virginia?
He's in Maryland. He
Oh.
builds boats, man.
What?
He builds boats and
Like-
makes war games.
1-to-1 scale boats?
No, real boats, yeah.
1-to-1 scale boats. That's pretty awesome.
Uh-oh. You got a game you're gonna have to play, Andrew. Oh no,
What's
it's
that?
October. It's October. You're okay.
What is it?
They're talking about the pre-order for BCS's Valley of Tears, which is Yom Kippur.
I saw that. I saw the pre-order.
I'm not gonna order. I don't even know if I'm gonna order the Crimea one,
What?
which is lame because you know me, I like Uncle Eric.
Yeah, what the fuck? What? How are you not going to order it?
I don't know. I was looking at it. It just didn't look all that.
I'm about to say, I don't do BCS is my issue.
I mean, I'm sorry, was it BCS or OCS?
It's BCS. OCS Crimea is what's coming out. Isn't it? Isn't it OCS Crimea? BCS is Valley of Tears.
Yeah, that's younger. But I'm thinking might not order the Crimea OCS.
Yeah, I'm about to say Crimea is OCS. You love OCS though.
I do, and I have the whole collection, and would hate to miss out on one, but I'm just not sold yet. I got plenty of time though.
That's true. They're still grinding on ASL 14 and everything else.
Steve says he's lately had zero time to paint. GD family commitments. Stupid family.
Yeah, same, Steve. That's why I'm trying to dive in hard on these guys. I've been staring at the same Thomas Foss rabbits here, and for whatever reason, I hit a hard wall there, which really makes me sad, because they're pretty close to done. But we needed to shake it up, so again, we came back to the Forever Project.
Can't go wrong there.
No, there'll always be more Civil War to paint. Always.
And just like for me and Steve, there's always more Star Wars.
Exactly. Although I did do a bunch of that too, Steve, so get excited. It's not the Star Wars you like, but it's the Star Wars that I've been painting. I got one of my good gaming buddies here. His son plays Legion a ton, which whatever. But his son's also like 10. So his dad's trying to get him motivated to paint or get him started painting, right? And his son's not very motivated to do it because he's not very good at it. And so naturally it's one of those, yeah, but I suck at it. I don't want to do it. But he likes miniatures. He likes new miniatures. So I told him every miniature he paints, I print him a miniature. Whether that's for, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or whatnot. That's my call on what gets, handed off to Caleb, because he knows I'm not going to just hand him dumb stuff that he don't want. But he's been painting like the Dickens, and that's pretty awesome. Real happy about that. He's doing good stuff, and Corey loves it because his stuff's getting painted. Yeah. Jeffy. These buckskin gloves are getting to me. Only got one stick left to do, but Jeff, is there any circumstance under which you would consider playing a naval game?
Can't think of one off the top of my head. Although I'm either. I mean, okay, I've got two. Well, no, I've got. If you take Pacific War, I've got three. So between the three games I got, which are Pacific War, the one Rich sent me, the Civil War one, Ironclads, and then Armada. I mean, if you told me, Jeff, you've got to choose one and you have to play it, Pacific War would probably be the one I would play, but it's a monster.
I was about to say, really?
Yeah.
Yes, Steve, these are Thomas Foss rabbits. You know it, buddy. Wow. Okay. I would not have thought you were going to say Pacific War just because that's huge. I thought you were going to say Armada, honestly, because I know you just clicked all that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's all done. You know me, though. I clip everything.
I know. I know, buddy. I was surprised you even picked up Armada. But
Well,
yeah,
it's helping Mark out, so
that's fair. That is a super cool kind of scenario too. Like a super cool period / what if sort of thing, you know? And helping Mark out's always a good thing. Oh, there you go. Meandering Mike's giving you naval suggestions, Jeff. You thought Mike was your friend. I'll find something naval to put on that you might play, Jeff. I don't know what it is.
Oh, wow.
Maybe we'll play the first day of Hampton Roads and you can just run nuts as the Merrimack.
I'm getting awesome.
What's up, buddy?
Eric Cunningham is subscribed to my channel. I posted my miniatures on my YouTube and on Facebook.
Yeah. Getting some positive feedback?
Yeah, people like them.
Yeah, they look fucking awesome, buddy.
They do.
Blowing smoke.
Chucky started responding. Where's Chuck always does? He was dedicated to the mission.
Charles is the man.
Andrew Mike says try USN for SPI 1972. I don't really like naval games, but USN was the right blend of land, air, naval, old school, complex enough, but not a large monster.
I played a naval game on the computer, an old one a long time ago. It was you had to run the shipping. It was wartime. You had to run shipping it was Cold War, from the U.S. to Scapa Flow. And I can't think of what the name of the game was, but you had to, you had the shipping convoys and you had to protect them. And I mean, it wasn't like a shooter type game. It was a strategic type game where you had to assign, task force to guard them and stuff like that. But I cannot remember what the name of that game was. It was monochrome. I had it on an Apple IIc.
Cool.
Okay. Come on, McMurray. Okay.
Let's get back to this. See if I can get it to do what I want it to do.
Hazardous weather briefing.
What's up?
Well, this was fucking May 16th. And they just posted this shit.
Yeah, they didn't want to worry you then.
It was just somebody on this next door neighbor thing. I don't know why I subscribed to this a long time ago, but I don't even look at it at all.
Because you're trying to hook up with Hook up with all those moms that are staying at home.
Trying to identify some. Discord. Oh, nice Jem'Hadaris.
What?
Scala posted his Jem'Hadaris. Oh my God, Chris Long, Jesus!
What?
He just posted all this Civil War shit he's got painted.
Oh yeah. Dog, Chris is a monster painting stuff. It's wildly impressive.
Who the hell is Mini Beatty?
Who?
Mini Beatty.
No idea. Sounds like a dick.
He does. That sounds like a. Never mind. I don't want to get Chris Channel banned. Let me heart some of that shit.
Come on.
Throwing some hearts out. Throwing some hearts. Oh, I got an award. I got a medal. Chris Long gave me a medal on my Civil War guys. What can I buy with one bronze medal?
Sure.
I remember when I got my enough stuff on BGG to buy my first badge. I was like, and then somebody gave me like 50 of those coins or whatever. I was like, wow. I went and immediately bought my first badge, put next to my name. And now I barely even check my BGG anymore.
We got to start doing that. We got to get on a guild so we can go to
Update
Todd's.
my damn games list.
We got to get on that guild so we can go to Toddy's Super Secret Game Fest.
I still think we should do what you and I talked about.
Right?
Just hang out outside.
Yeah, with fucking where we're cut off jean shorts and tank tops.
I like it. Let's do it. You know I'm in. Get yourself out here. Stay at the house.
Yeah, this Mastodon thing is fucking dying quick.
Oh, Mastodon?
Yeah, it sucks too because I thought it was going to do pretty good.
You're a pretty big wheel over at the Mastodon, Jeffrey.
I won the first award for content creator. Woo, 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 woo.
I mean, you've won other content creation awards, but those were on your members only.
Fans only.
Nice.
You won the Mastodon award with your pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
All right, boys. It is getting close to midnight here. And I need to get up so I can drive down to St. Louis tomorrow.
That is very fair.
We're doing that today.
I think, well, not quite today yet. It's not today here yet.
I mean, yesterday, Saturday. I thought you were doing it.
No, Donna had to work yesterday
Oh.
or earlier today, as the case may or may not be. So I am going to go ahead and call it a night.
Yep, I hear you.
You guys take care. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Steve, thanks for dropping in late. Late's better than never.
Thanks for all the input and participation, guys. And
Yeah.
that was good
Yes.
stuff.
Me,
You guys
Andrew,
are
Mike,
rocking.
and Scala Gremlin, and Charles, and we had
Chris Long.
Chris Long and
Telemachus.
So this coming Wednesday, we got another show, so we will see you then.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Good stuff tonight. Glad I got
See
on.
you guys. Holler at me, Steve.
See
Yeah,
ya.
and until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.
Keep going.